And now, Mystery Theater, brought to you in part by True Value Hardware, your store of first choice.
Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. Welcome to the world of your own terrifying imagination. No storyteller is better loved than the gentle Robert Louis Stevenson, who wrote Treasure Island and A Child's Garden of Verses. But strangely, there was another side to Stevenson. He was also the man who could write the blood-curdling history of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. And this tale of violence and voodoo you're about to hear, called The Beach of Falesá.
Here, take a look through my glass.
Thank you.
Catch a bit of white there to the eastward, eh?
Yes?
Yeah, that's your house. When George Underhill saw it, he said, "Oh, I've dropped into a soft thing here." Only saw him once more, and he changed, all right.
What do you mean?
Well, I don't know if it was the gin or a strange kind of sickness, but they found him one morning hanging upsides down from his veranda rail, crazy as a loon, carrying on about someone watering his copra. He died in a convulsion.
Oh, was it thought to be the island?
Oh, no proof. But the next man Viggers shot him, blew his head right off. And the first of the line of the Benton Far East Company, old Adams, he just plain up and disappeared as though that damn tropical forest reached out like a octopus and swallowed him, hook, line, and sinker. No, sir. No, sir, Mr. Witcher, trader or not, promotion with your company or whatever. You wouldn't get Captain Ben Randall here to set one foot on the beach at Falesá.
Our mystery drama, The Beach of Falesá, was especially adapted from the Robert Louis Stevenson classic for the Mystery Theater by Ian Martin and stars Alexander Scourby. Copra is the oil from the coconut and is used in the manufacture of soap and margarine. 75 years ago, when Robert Louis Stevenson was alive, young Britishers would mortgage 10 years of their lives in the Pacific Islands to make their pile and come back to England to establish a business of their own. This, then, is Henry Wiltshire's story, which he can tell better than I.
It might not seem like much to you, but when you've been down the line as long as I have, that beach at Falesá looked like a ruddy city. I mean, there were houses, what passed for a couple of streets, a church, and even a few of my own countrymen. For nearly 4 years, I'd been cut off in a mucky little island, maybe 15 miles long, but narrow enough so you could spit across it given the right wind. So whatever the ruddy captain said about Falesá, I didn't pay him no mind. It wouldn't be long before I'd be finding out I should have. But right then, I was as excited as a kid at his first circus. Here's a boat coming now. She's right in the pass. Looks to be a 16-foot whaler. 2 white men in the stern sheet.
Let's see that glass.
Oh.
Aye, that's Case, all right. And the pastor with him.
Case?
Trader with another company.
I'll be glad of somebody who speaks my own language.
Oh, I wouldn't be too sure of that. Jeremy Case has a gallows bad reputation.
You know what a place the beach is for talking. Well, it's right nice of them to come out to greet and fetch me.
Yeah. Not you.
Huh?
What'll you bet it's gin they're after, eh? I'll lay you 5 to 2. They take 6 cases.
When the 2 traders came aboard, I was pleased with both of them. One was a Kanaka, to be sure. Case would have passed muster in a city. He was smallish, had a hawk's nose to his face, pale eyes, and a beard neatly scissor-trimmed. It was clear he came of good family, was splendidly educated. He had the courage of a lion and the cunning of a rat. And if he's not in hell today, there's no such place.
A pleasure to make your acquaintance, Mr. Wiltshire. Jeremy Case bids you welcome to Falesá.
Thank you kindly. Sorry we're to be in competition.
There's enough for all. I'll pray you better luck than your predecessors. Oh, I'm forgetting my manners. This is our pastor.
Pleasure to meet you, Master.
Falesá, honored to have you join our community. We shall hope to see you at Sunday service.
So, Captain, it's a well-favored wind that's blown you our way so soon.
Oh, you mean Vic has left me a cargo of copra?
Oh, sorry to disappoint you, Captain. Not a drop, I'm afraid, of either copra or gin. I'm only praying to God your ship is not as dry as his warehouse.
What did I tell you, Mr. Wiltshire? How many cases?
You couldn't spare 6?
Well, even though I don't ship for your copra company, I laid in plenty. I'll have your 6 brought up from the old. Cash on the line, eh?
As always. Mr. Wiltshire, sir.
Yes.
If you don't mind the suggestion, let's round up your belongings and load them in the whaleboat.
Well, I wouldn't want to be any trouble.
No, please, sir, let me hear no argument. Oh, there's nothing like gin and lime to settle the stomach, cool the brain, and ease the mind.
Yes. Very kind of you to stand me a couple at the bar like this. What's the name of this place?
Whistling Jimmy's.
Oh, must be a cheery sort.
Was.
Huh?
We caught him watering the copra. He took a bullet in the throat. Well, let's have another round.
No, thanks. I must be off for my house and start to get things shipshape. Besides, I must not leave Mano alone too long.
Mano? Well, you could have knocked me over with a feather when you hauled that 10-year-old out from between decks and said he was part of your belongings. You are a strange man. How can you saddle yourself with a Kanaka brat, club-footed at that? What happened to the mother?
She was killed.
By whom?
Her husband.
Why?
For daring to bear an island chief a son who was not perfect.
And you brought the child up?
No, the child was hidden and brought up by its nurse. When I came as trader to the island, the old woman cooked and cared for me, and I learned to know the boy. Shortly before I left the island, the old woman died. When it came time for me to go, I knew that Manu would be left to die. He was taboo, you see. So I brought him with me.
For what?
Well, no one deserves to die before his time.
A man dies when he has to.
Well, now, I have no wish to quarrel with so generous a host, but I must be off.
No, and I must go with you. Now, more than ever, we are ready to consummate the first rite for any man of our race on this island.
Huh?
Well, come, let's go.
Case insisted on paying treat and led me outside the bar. And I found myself staring at a crowd of girls, all dressed out for me.
Yeah, ugly, but the best we could muster, old man.
Huh?
Chap has to have a wife.
Oh, no, I'm not so sure that...
You can have any one of these for a plug of tobacco. Besides, you have it all fixed up nice and legal. You just nip inside the bar once you've picked your chicken, and Blackjack the bartender marries you nice and proper. No, he's a chaplain, you know.
Yes, but I don't want to marry.
Leave all that to Jeremy Case, eh? Out of it as easy as in. Besides, you need a cook and someone to clean, and a man's got to have companionship or he'll go mad, yeah? Well, there now. Look them over.
Yeah, well, I don't know. They all look a little broad in the beam.
Ah, not the one I've picked for you, lad. Look.
She'd just come up from fishing, wearing nothing but a chemise all wetted through. She was young and slender, with a long face and a high forehead, and a shy, strange, childish look between a cat's and a baby's. Who is she?
That's Uma. If you take my advice, you take her.
Aye, but will she take me?
What choice has she? But if you like, I'll ask her.
He crossed to her and spoke to her in Polynesian. And for a moment she spoke to him in her pretty Polynesian voice. And then she nodded and came toward me with a free-swinging stride. She was the color of dark honey. Whether it was the breeze or her as she stood in front of me, she smelled of wild lime and vanilla.
Me, Uma. I am no ever, no man's thing. You want me. I marry you.
I'm Sam Wiltshire.
Sama Wilshire?
No, Wiltshire.
Yes, Wilshire.
Well, I reckon that's as close as you will get. You'll be calling me Sam anyway.
Yes, sir. Sama.
And I suppose that'll do, too. Did Case tell you about the boy?
Mano.
Hmm?
All the same, you, son. Where you wife? You have other wife?
No wife.
Good. Oh, please, Sama. I wish for marry you. But not like this.
Huh?
I no bomboat woman. I be dressed all the same bride. You see? And I no marry you inside there. I marry you here in open air. When sun halfway from palm tree tip to sea.
Light as a feather, she was on her feet and gone. Not running, but moving swiftly. Her head held high as though she was a ruddy countess.
That means she'll be back about 4-ish. Well, come on, we've time to hoist a few before the nuptials begin. Hey, take a seat, Wiltshire. Excuse me for a moment. The bartender is also the minister, you remember?
Yes, Mother Case. Gin and lime.
In a moment. We'll be drinking all round. And you'll need your paper collar. There's to be a wedding.
Savvy. New trader, Same kind paper, like always.
Of course. I'll come with you and write it out for you.
Massa still not say who. Lucky girl.
Uma.
No can do. Bad magic to white man like that. Not with Uma. You know that girl.
I know that girl is the one to whom I want him married. To whom I will have him married. It suits our business. Do you understand?
Yes, Massa. If Massa say so. But Black Jug know only one thing. This can only end bad. He's written in sand. 2 people die.
What kind of man is this Jeremy Case? And what his purpose? By what combination of charm, legerdemain, or simple threat does he seem to rule Falesá, to hold its people in the palm of his hand? Last of all, why should the enormous man called Blackjack shake with an unknown terror at the impending marriage of the new arrived trader Wiltshire to by far the loveliest girl in the atoll? I'll return shortly with Act 2. The Beach of Falesá, a tropical paradise. Surely one of the loveliest settings for the most sacred rite between a man and a woman. And in Robert Louis Stevenson's tale, certainly the scene was magical. In his own words, the sun was down and the sky all afire. Uma was dressed and scented. Her kilt was a fine tappa, looking richer in the folds than any silk. She showed the best bearing for a bride, serious and still.
And I thought shame to stand up beside her before that great grinning mountebank with his paper collar, making believe to read from an old volume of some novel, the words of his service not fit to be set down. And the document we signed. Since Case wrote it, let it be his voice to read it.
This is to certify that Uma, daughter of Final Vow of Falesá, is illegally married to Mr. Sam Wiltshire, and Mr. Sam Wiltshire is entitled to send her packing when he pleases. Signed this day, etc., etc., etc.
It was the practice in these parts, and all I could feel was so ashamed I had to be gone as soon as possible. Uma said she could show me to our house. Well, we strolled through the lush vegetation together until, forgetting myself, almost as though she was some girl in the old country, I unconsciously took her hand. To my surprise, after a sudden gasp, she caught my hand to her face and pressed it there.
You good.
It was all she said. Then she ran quickly up the path ahead of me.
It is good. Mucky up, Bowie. No, Mano. For the father, you must say in English. He know my father. He is your Takashi. Without him, you be nothing.
Leave off, Uma. Don't upset him.
No, he must savvy. You are his tiki. You give him life.
Oh, we understand each other. Hey, Manbo, right?
Right, you governor. Put it there. Good night, Sama.
Good night.
This place be good. You bet. Good night, Uma. Tonight, Mano go sleep by and by Fahavo's house.
Why? This is your house.
Fahavo, say more better. Tonight is wedding night, Sama.
Oh, yeah. All right, I'll walk you and Favao home, all right? During the walk back, my mind fairly reeled with all that had happened at first Falesá, and I seemed to have suddenly dropped years from my life. Uma had kindled a lamp, and among all my tumbled possessions she stood straight like a queen, the lamplight shining on her skin. I was ashamed of a wave of feeling I had for this native, ashamed of the mock marriage and that worthless paper. I had to pluck up a lot of courage to enter.
Hello, Sama. Welcome. This your home.
Aloha, Wahine.
No, Wahine. Me, your wife. That know what you want?
Damn if I know what's come over me.
Oh, what you do?
Huh?
This case with supply by Cobra.
This supply buys nothing but trouble. Get me an hammer, will you?
Yes, master.
Yes, who?
Yes, Sama.
That's better. I could regret this. I could regret it 1,000 times. It isn't too late. But something good is happening. First Mano, someone to take care of. And now...
Here is Hama. What you do?
This.
That happy juice.
Yes.
But why you do that?
You know why we come here, Uma? From the other side of the world? We who call ourselves white and think we rule the world?
Trade for cobra oil.
Right. So we can make enough money to go back to the old country and become kings. But in the meantime, the rot sets in and the dream gets twisted. It's another world. And a bloke don't belong. So he drowns himself in this. No good. A man who drinks is no good.
I think you one good man. Moon fed, sun die. All the same. Uma belong you till I die.
For the next 3 days, Uma, Manu, and I worked our hearts out setting up the store and getting ready for business. I didn't see hide or hair of Case, but he'd told me he did a good deal of hunting and that it was very good in the bush, so I paid little attention. By Friday morning, we were ready for business. By Friday noon, not one customer had climbed the veranda steps. By Saturday morning, even the watching crowd of natives were gone. That night, I went to the bar in search of Case.
Evening, Massa Wilcher. What do you like?
Nothing to drink, thanks. I'm looking for Mr. Case.
Oh, Massa Case. He take trip one other island.
Oh, I see. Jack, do the people know my store is opening and I'm ready to trade?
Sure, Massa, sure.
Then why don't they come?
Maybe no copra this time. Not rain. I not know. Just make drink for happiness.
Yeah. Jack, tell me, what happened to Viggers, the man who had my station before me?
Vigor, he was cleaning shotgun and...
Yes. And it suddenly went off and blew his head off?
Gun is bad thing.
In the wrong hands. Was Mr. Case on the trip then?
Oh, no. Mr. Casey... I don't remember. I think maybe, yes.
And Adams, the one before?
He drink too much.
I see. And what about Underhill?
Talk too much, Massa Welcher. People, they wait for drink this Saturday.
I left the bar feeling everyone's eyes on me. I'd been too long in the islands not to sense what might be going on. I just couldn't guess why. And I had a cold, shaky feeling at the base of my spine. There's something wrong, Oma. What is it?
Nobody come trade. Yes?
Yes. Why?
There be taboo.
Why?
Nobody will speak. How can Uma know?
One man knows everything around here. When he gets back, I'll know, or find out the reason why. Case?
Who's that?
Welcher, I want to talk to you. And put that pistol away.
Reflex action, old boy. Not much time to talk, though. I just got back and...
I know, I've been waiting for you. Case, here's a queer thing maybe you can answer. I'm tabooed.
No, you can't be. Not possible. However, just to put your mind at rest, I'll scout round and make sure. Well, I rounded it up with the chiefs, and if you ask me, it's the worst kind of thing I've ever heard of.
I am tabooed then, eh?
Something of the sort. The people won't go near you, Wilcher. It seems, for some reason, they're frightened of you.
You've gone crazy, Case. What are they frightened of?
I wish I could make out. It's like all their tomfool superstitions.
You haven't been to my house once, Case, since I came. Own up now.
I was busy. It was an oversight. I'm sorry for it. But about coming now, Wilcher, I'll be quite plain.
Yeah? You mean you won't?
I'm awfully sorry, old man. But that's about the size of it.
In short, you're afraid.
In short, I'm afraid.
You belong here, Uma, if anyone can understand. Tell me, why am I tabooed?
You mean you no savvy?
How could I? We don't have such crazy things where I come from.
Taboo belong all the same me.
To you?
Yes. Case want me for his woman, but I no want him. Case tell me, you love me so much, you no care. He no tell me, you no get cobra, so I go away.
What?
Taboo go too. Then you get much cobra. You like it more better that way. Don't fall in.
No. Hold on now, Uma. Kay seems to have played it pretty mean on the two of us. But I know now, and I don't want you to go away. I love you too much.
No. Tell me true.
Uma, I tell you true. I would rather have you than all the copra in the South Seas.
Now I die little because I am so much love.
Me too. But, Uma, tell me, why are you taboo?
Puma! Baba! Mission! He come!
Who?
Missionary. He tell you everything more better from me.
As I came out on the veranda, the mission boat was shooting for the mouth of the river. So I started strolling down towards the river. From the opposite side, there was a man heading for the same place, and as he saw me, he started to run and got there first, as though to keep me from seeing the missionary. At the sight of him, rage flew into my nostrils, and I raced him to the pier. Get out of here, you low swindling thief!
Don't be a fool.
Well, I have been since I came here.
I have business here with the missionary.
So have I. And I don't want you eavesdropping, so I give you notice to clear out.
I don't take it, though.
He was quick with his hands, but had neither my height nor weight. Besides, I was blazing with a wrath that would have bit into a chisel. I hit him twice, once with each hand, and he went down with blood spreading on his face like a napkin. Have you had enough? Answer me or I'll take it out of you.
I could have put a bullet through you. Yes, enough for this time, with the missionary and his crew as witnesses. But next time, I'll kill you.
Father Talton, sir. I'm Sam Wiltshire.
Benton Company's new trader.
The same.
You make a poor impression brawling on the dock with a man half your size.
A giant on this island, Father Talton. He seems to control it. Father Talton, I need your help.
It was Case that you knocked down.
It was?
You're either a brave or a foolish man. I can promise you nothing except extreme unction when you need it. As I fear you may, since I know no way to protect you from the evil Falesá casts on your kind.
Why should a missionary, constantly out of touch with the process of life as he travels from forsaken island to island, envisage the imminence of death? There are more mysteries that haunt these islands than the ancient one of taboo. I'll return shortly with Act 3. The pace that Wiltshire set up the hill to his house left poor Father Tarleton sweating under his bulky robe and more than a little out of breath. But if he harbored any unchristian thoughts about his host, they were quickly cleared when he learned the first purpose of his visit.
Now, here's the way of it, Father Talton. This is Uma, the woman I was married to by Black Jack.
The bartender?
Mr. Jeremy Case, Esquire, informed me he was a pastor. The certificate was written by that same Mr. Case, a dandy piece of literature, I promise you. But I'm not ducking any responsibility. I'm what you call a sinner, and I want you to help me to make it up to the person I deceived.
I shall be happy if I can.
Right. Uma, give me your marriage certificate.
Oh, for what you want?
Come on, you can trust me.
Oh, you no hurt Uma?
Give me that and I'll show you.
I will! Oh.
Now, since I signed this piece of paper, I found I'm taboo in this place because of my so-called wife, and I cannot trade. I want to be married right, by a real missionary. So fire away, Father. Well, there was quite a to-do, I can tell you. Mano and Favao had to be brought in. Uma had to be back in her wedding togs. And I took the father aside and asked him to say the service in native to please the others. We had 2 of the crew in for witnesses, and finally it was all bound up right and proper.
Mr. Wiltshire, I have rarely performed a marriage ceremony with more grateful emotions.
Thank you for the talking.
Do you want to know why your wife is taboo?
Of course I do.
I can tell you at least part of it. Old John Adams traded for your company. Shortly after he came here, he was stricken with the palsy. Massive, general. All of him frozen except one eye which winked. Constantly winked. This vile fellow Case worked up the word that he was the evil eye, that he was the devil, and would destroy the island. He persuaded the villagers to take this poor old man to the other end of the village and bury him alive. Only one person tried to save him. Your wife.
I work for him. He kind, no devil.
Case won 2 battles. He removed a rival trader, and he was able to punish Uma for refusing his advance. Because she tried to stop the burying, he said the evil eye had entered her, and she was made taboo.
But Case, he promised on Bible, my taboo, no yours.
It's all right, wife. I don't blame you. Father?
Yes, son.
It's all of a piece, isn't it? Vickers never blew his head off. That was done for him. Underhill, he was a booze hound, which should have made it easy. He was poisoned. And Adams, buried alive. Now I'm tabooed.
The motive is obvious, even if we have no proof. A man like Case could only enjoy his single-handed control through fear.
Fear? What fear? He's only a man, and a small one at that.
But he holds some dread terror over their heads. I cannot stay this trip, for I am due at Falealihi. I will return as soon as I can. As for Case, without proof, there's little I can do.
Don't you worry about Case, Father. Now that everything's in the open, as it were, you let me handle Case. I didn't see him to speak to for several weeks. Meanwhile, Mano, Uma, Favao, and myself occupied our time making copra with our own hands, a piddling amount for all the labor. Finally, out of sheer frustration and boredom, and because we were tired of a steady diet of canned goods and local fruit and nuts, and to cheer up lonely little Mano, we went hunting. And I bumped into Black Jack. Hey, Jack. No road going eastward?
Oh, one time, one road. Now he dead.
Nobody he go there?
No good. Too much devil he stop there. Man, he go there. No come back.
Well, you know plenty about devil. You think me one?
No think devil. All the same fool.
Uma, she devil? Before he could answer, far across the bay, I see Case come out from the hanging front of the woods, a gun cradled in his elbow. Hello, my friend, you no talk all the same true. Case go, he come back.
Case no all the same.
Huh?
Case Diabolo.
Uma, I met Blackjack when I was hunting today. And I saw a case coming from the east end of the island, where there's no trail. Tell me, Uma, what does Tiapolo mean?
Devil.
I thought Aitu was the word for that.
I too. Other kind devil. Live in bush. Eat kanaka. Tiapolo, big chief devil. Live in home. All the same, Christian devil.
Then I'm no further forward. Jack says Case is Tiapolo.
No, all the same. Case belong Tiapolo. Case all the same, his son. Suppose Case, he wish something. Tiapolo, he make him.
Well, that's right convenient. Like what? Out came such a rigmarole of stories I couldn't make head nor tail of them. It seemed that in the forest, Case had a church where Case worshipped. I now began to have a glimmer of how Case had acquired his position, and though he was a tough nut to crack, I was no ways cast down.
You no go there. I no let you.
Uma, nothing would stop me now. I want to have a look at that place of worship myself, and then we'll see about the glorifying.
But nobody go there unless Tiapolo, he protect you.
I'll chance it with God's protection. I'm a good enough sort of fellow, I hope, for God to con me through. I left at dawn the next day, began to hack my way laboriously through the jungle. Queerness of the high bush is impossible to describe. Suddenly, I heard a sound that was so strange it chilled my blood and left me twittering in my shoes. But this was a sound my ear could follow. And finally, I spotted it and climbed a tree to it. Crudely made from a candle box with a brand still on it and banjo strings. A wind harp. I think the upper class name is Aeolian or something like that. All right for you, Mr. Case. You frightened me once, but I defy you to frighten me again. I slid down the tree and, coming to the bottom of it, found a path that led me to my destination. Rum sort of place, too. There was a wall no Kanaka ever built. Must have been century upon century old, winding around a longish mound of earth. On top of the wall was a line of queer idols, carved and painted faces, and ugly to view, with teeth of shell, and brightly clothed with cloaks that blew in the wind. And other harps were sounding from all sides. In a moment I was up over the wall into the mound of earth. Digging off the roof of earth, I found a tarpaulin stretched on boards. So this was the roof of a cellar. I climbed in, and there around a corner was a shining face of appalling ugliness, waxed and covered with luminous paint that occasionally smoked. Now that I knew how to fix Mr. Case, I went home.
I no let you go.
I tell you what, you fish me out your Bible and I'll take that with me. That'll make me all right.
Maybe. But I no let Mano go with you.
Mano isn't scared of Aitu, not white man's. Right, Mano?
Mano no scare with Sama.
Besides, I need him to carry the fuses and the lantern. I have gunpowder, 2 dynamite bombs, gun, a machete to chop down those harps, knife.
Mano, go. This no job for woman.
That's telling her. Bye-bye, old girl, I come back. Whole world is right. We almost didn't make it that night. Poor little Mano with his lame leg. But once there, it was easy. My charges set in the cellar, the harps hacked down as we passed them, the statues piled on the top, the fuse laid, my patent match lit. Only one small difficulty. On the way, half our fuse line had been lost, and I must have overestimated the amount of explosives needed for when they caught. Keep your head down, Mano. You all right?
You betcha! Wow! Bow! Some all the same bingo bongo!
We better get out of here. Now, wait. Let me light the lantern. There. Now, let me lift it and see just where... Look!
No sing out!
What?
Oh, why you talk so big voice? Case, he coming.
My God, Uma, is that you? You're not afraid?
Oh, too much afraid. I think I die.
Well, me too. How far is Case beyond you?
I not know. I lost. He be here. 1, 2.
Good Lord. And me with a lantern lit. Fool that I am.
Blow it out! Blow it out!
Mano!
And this is for you, Witcher!
You've never had a leg bone smashed and tried to move. You've never known pain. It was a foolish move all round, for I couldn't reach my gun, and it alerted Case. He approached me carefully, his Winchester trained on me, his lips drawn back in a snarl that was supposed to be a smile.
You fool. If you left well enough alone, I'd have made some deal with you later.
Liar, you murderer. You have one more shot at me. Better be sure to be close enough so you don't miss again.
Right between the eyes. Are you ready?
I'd been as taut as a ship's hawser, but the moment he was close enough, I had him by the ankle, plucked the feet right from under him, and was on top of him with broken leg and all before he could breathe. His gun was gone, and he fastened his teeth in my arm like a weasel. Much I cared. My leg gave me all the pain I had use for, and I drew my knife and I got it in place. That's for Underhill. That's for Adams. That's for Vickers. That's for poor little Mano. And this is for Uma. For myself. What is there left to care for? I have nothing left. Where am I?
Home.
My leg?
It is set. It will heal.
Uma. You're all right.
Yes. I still your little wife. Bullet hit only shoulder. Soon heal.
And Mano?
He gone.
Huh?
Join ancestors.
Oh, poor little boy.
You listen me, my husband. Uma, your wife. I make promise. I bear you strong Bowie. Take Mano's place.
As it happened, according to Robert Louis Stevenson, Uma bore Sam his son, just as she promised. And for good measure, 2 daughters, who fortunately looked like her. With the curse at last removed, Sam Wiltshire wanted no other home than the Beach of Falesá. I'll be back shortly. This was not Sam's headstone. It was Robert Louis Stevenson. But it might as well have been. Under the wide and starry sky, dig the grave and let me lie. Here did I live and gladly die, and I laid me down with a will. Our cast included Alexander Scourby, Evie Juster, Ian Martin, and Robert Dryden. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown.
This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
And now, Mystery Theater, brought to you in part by True Value Hardware, your store of first choice.
Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. Welcome to the universe of the uncanny, to the land from which no traveler returns, alive or sane. It can be reached so many ways, down trails of terror, along paths of peril, or, strangely enough, through bustling city streets. There are no markers that tell you when you cross the frontier of fear. But once you do, there is no mistaking the horror that lies ahead.
I suppose I should be frightened by your cheap tricks, whatever you are. But I'm not. I'm going now. And I warn you, you will regret it.
Well, she's gone, Harry. For good. Gladys will never trouble us again.
What happened? What did you do to her?
Can't you guess, Harry? We eliminated her. We typed her into an early grave.
You didn't have to go that far. I could have handled her.
I couldn't take the chance, Harry. You forced my hand. You divulged our little secret. And I'm not quite ready for that yet.
Our mystery drama, The Frontier of Fear, was written especially for the Radio Mystery Theater by Milt Wissoff and stars Jerry Stiller. One expects to find terror in a haunted house or on the barren, wind-swept plains of the Aztec pyramids. But it is even more intense when it is encountered on the streets of a modern metropolis. In our little tale, Harry Dorn meets the unfathomable as he crosses the threshold of a pawn shop. But why not let Harry describe his frightening journey in his own words?
Listen to me, please. Whoever finds this tape, hear me through, or it's curtains. Not for me. I'm a dead duck, no matter what happens. But for you, and for everyone else in the whole world. I know you think this is a gag, but it's not. You gotta believe me. I never prayed before, but I do now. I'm Harry Dorn. Nobody. Small-time con man, losing horse player, dead-end Dorn. That's how I think of myself. My life was a series of ups and downs. Mostly downs. Never as down as the day I walked into Flint's pawn shop. That's a good name for him. His heart is made of it.
Morning. What can I do for you? Oh, it's you, Harry.
Don't get all choked up, Flint. This is no touch.
And what have you got in your mind?
I don't know. Just dropped in. What did you give me for this?
Tell me what it is first.
You really don't know? How about that? These are the silks Arcaro rode when he won the Derby on citation.
So what?
So it's history.
Only the creeps like you siring no sale.
Take it for only $25. It's worth a lot more.
I'll tell you what I'll do. Pick out anything in that corner, anything, and I'll trade you even. That way nobody loses.
But I need eating money, Flint.
Take it or leave it.
I was going to leave when I heard this voice inside my head, like someone jamming the circuits in my brain. Take the typewriter, Harry. Take the typewriter. It went on and on in my head, over and over. I was powerless. Take that typewriter, laying there with all that junk. I made the swap and I walked off with the typewriter. When I got home, I couldn't stand looking at it. It was an absolute piece of junk that couldn't possibly work. Dirty, old, and useless. I kept staring at it, trying to turn it into a steak with all the trimmings. And that's when it happened. I found myself putting in a piece of paper, and I began pecking at the keys. Somehow, the typewriter took over. I didn't know how or why, but there I was, typing away. Someone was making my fingers move, making me type out words, sentences. It was weird. I couldn't stop myself. Pretty soon, I was banging away like I knew what I was doing. I looked at what I had typed, and I couldn't believe it. A bunch of dopey poems. I was going to throw them away when the voice I heard at the pawn shop took over again. It planted an idea in my mind. Maybe what I had written was worth something. So I trotted the poems down to a song plugger I know, and he said I was in the wrong place. Take it to Gladys Morgan, a literary agent, he says. Maybe she might dig it. And she did.
Mr. Dorn, I'm so delighted you could come. Oh, please have a seat. Now, I've got good news for you. Your book of poems is most enchanting.
I'm glad you liked it. How much...
Now, I know you'll be happy to hear that Merton Brothers will publish your poems.
The money, how much do I get and when?
Oh, you poets are so impetuous and so direct. Well, I've got a small advance for you. Here.
$100? Is that all?
That's the best I could get. You know, poetry is a modest market. But there will be more when the book is published and reviewed.
$100? I was hoping I'd hit the jackpot.
Keep on writing, Harry. And you may.
The 100 didn't last long. I paid the rent, had my steak, and I played a few hunches. I stayed away from the typewriter, but when I blew my last $5, I sat down and started to type again. Who knows, I thought. Maybe lightning could strike twice. It wasn't long before the mysterious voice took charge. I typed for days without any rest. I blacked out, and when I came to, there was a pile of pages stacked neatly next to the typewriter. It was a short story, a murder mystery. I read a little bit of it, but it turned my stomach. Too bloody. But I sent it off to Gladys anyhow. I didn't have anything to lose. Guess what? Another sale. And the bread came in like manna from heaven. I was sitting on top of the world until I got a visit. Who's there?
Police.
What do you want?
You Harry Dorn?
That's right.
Did you write this story?
Death on a side street. Sure I did. Anyone says I didn't is a cockeyed liar.
How did you tumble on it?
I dreamt it up. All of it. Right out of my head.
Did you read this morning's paper?
Not yet. Why?
Take a peek at the headline.
Gang chief slain. So what? It happens all the time.
Read the story. See if it sounds familiar. You had the guy killed in your story by a mortar shell, right?
It's a little weird, but you gotta have a gimmick today to sell your stuff.
Oh, is that right? Yeah. Well, read the item in the paper. There. See how Esposito was wiped out.
A mortar shell?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that something? I didn't think those bums could read.
So, you're claiming they copied it from your novel, huh?
Well, what else could it be?
We'll find out, Mr. Dorn. We'll find out at headquarters. One way or another.
They dragged me down and worked me over for a couple hours, but they couldn't hold me. The lawyer Gladys hired had me sprung. I was pretty well shaken by the time I got home. I sacked out for about 24 hours, and then I went back to my usual routine. It didn't take long before I was in my usual condition, tapped out. My investments betrayed me, 6 straight losers on the NFL cards, and 2 days of dogs at Belmont. I had to get back to that infernal machine, the typewriter. This time I tried to do my own thing. I tried writing about an actual incident out of my own life. But it came out garbage. Even I could recognize it was trash. I crumpled sheet after sheet of paper. That's when I heard the voice for the first time. Right out of the guts of the typewriter. Really heard it right outside my own head.
Get up, Dorn. Look at you. You're a miserable sight.
Can't be. I'm just hearing things. A typewriter that talks. I must be going off my rocker.
No, you're not. I exist, and what I say is real.
Who are you? What are you?
To start with, I am not a typewriter. I control it like I control you. You're both equally primitive mechanisms.
Look, pal, I don't have to take that from you.
No. Who were you kidding? I'm the best thing that ever happened to you. You were a petty chiseler when I found you.
You found me?
Of course, you fool. You didn't have any choice in the matter.
Please, what do I call you?
It doesn't matter. In my world, I'm known as... What is your equivalent? Gan.
All right, Mr. Gan. Clue me in, will you? Just a little.
Well, I can do things. I can read what you call the future. Or I can make things happen.
Either way, I don't like it.
Put your fingers on the keys.
This time the story was kind of science fiction. Crazy, weird. Then the ending really got to me. A tidal wave that sweeps across the ocean and wipes out an island in the Pacific, killing every living thing. I wanted to throw the damn thing into the garbage can, but I was flat. So I pedaled it, and sure enough, it came to pass.
This is your 6 o'clock news. A spectacular tidal wave inundated the tiny island of Kunjera in the Pacific Ocean, killing more than 100,000 people.
All those lives washed away because I had a gambling habit. I felt guilty as hell, and I made up my mind to get rid of the typewriter. And Mr. Gan.
What do you think you're doing, Harry?
I'm getting rid of you, once and for all. I can't go on helping you slaughter people. I got a conscience, man.
What's that?
You really don't know, do you?
Why should I? I'm not human, you know. What is this conscience?
It's hard to explain. Let me see. You know, there's a good and a bad. Like you don't squeal, or welch on a bet, or put down a friend. Well, the worst thing you can do is to kill somebody. That's when you feel rotten. That's your conscience working.
But you people take life all the time. You eat other organisms.
That's different. I'm talking about human life.
And you keep slaughtering each other day after day.
We get punished for that.
Not all the time.
I could see I was getting nowhere with Mr. Gan. I was in the grip of a force way beyond me. I started to type again. Don't ask me why. I couldn't help myself. Suddenly, I heard this rapping at the door. I kept quiet, hoping whoever it was would go away. But they didn't. I could hear the plastic card slipped in between the door and the lock. And then the door swung open.
Hello, Harry. You didn't answer, so I tried the door, and it was open.
You mean you jimmied it open, Pete? That wasn't nice.
It's not nice to keep your friends waiting, especially friends who have been so patient with you.
If it's the money I owe.
That's exactly what it is, money.
When you gonna get the scratch up?
I'm expecting it any minute. I'll drop it by in the morning.
No way. The boss wants the bread now.
Well, look, just hang on for a minute, will you? I want to finish something I was typing.
I ain't got much time. Hey, what's that you're writing? Your farewell address? Huh?
No, it says the door opens and a messenger delivers a package containing $500.
Yeah, and I'm Cinderella. How do you like that, pal?
Hey, will you stop it, will you? Just a few more minutes.
Rabbit messenger. Here.
Thanks.
I'll take that. Here, here's something for you, kid. Well, I'll be 500, all right. I'll take what you owe, Harry. So long, pal, and thanks for saving both of us a lot of trouble.
That was close, Harry.
Too darn close. Why did you wait so long?
To teach you a lesson. One you must never forget.
Okay. You made your point.
Good. We've got our most important work ahead. Until now, I've just been feeling my way to make sure I had everything down pat. Now I've got complete control over you.
The strange voice that comes to Harry through the ether, or is it inside his head, has displayed its awesome powers. Powers that can reach across time and space, can make or unmake events. But for what purpose? We'll learn more when we return shortly with Act 2. In this age of computers, we're accustomed to machines that can work wonders. Have you ever thought of the day when we'll come up with a machine that can go far beyond the capabilities of the computer? One that can instead reverse the process and program man for, well, let's find out what Mr. Gahn intends for Harry Dorn.
The next few weeks were kind of peaceful. Like Mr. Gahn was going through a phase. He seemed to be preparing for some big event. He had me lug in all kinds of books from the library, and I kept typing this stuff, word for word. He had me copying the Department of Defense budget, line for line. I darn near wore out my fingers. After I'd been at it about 10 straight hours, I felt I'd had it, right up to here. I stopped typing and I started rubbing my fingers to restore the circulation.
I haven't told you to stop.
Look, pal, my fingers are numb, my nerves are frazzled, and I'm just plain pooped. I need rest.
Whatever for?
I guess you don't understand that, do you?
Oh, well, if you must. But don't shut your eyes too long.
Hold it.
Why?
Somebody knocks at your door at 1 a.m, you wait for them to go away. I'll bet it's them goons.
Why should they pay you a visit? You've cleared your obligation to them, thanks to me.
It's Gladys, Harry. Please open the door. I know it's late, but I must talk to you.
Okay, just a minute.
Oh, thank you. Now, why haven't I heard from you, Harry?
I didn't have anything to say.
I just wanted to know why you... Why
I what?
Why you've decided to leave me for another agent.
But that's crazy. I never...
Oh, don't play with me, Harry. I got your note.
What are you talking about? What note?
Oh, here, read for yourself.
But I never wrote it. Oh, I get it. It's your doing, Mr. Gahn. You had me write it, and I sent it without reading it.
Who are you talking to? Oh, poor Harry. You've been working too hard.
It's not me. It's that typewriter. Gladys, I'm going to show you something that'll knock your hat off. You think I wrote them poems and all that other junk?
I believe anything you say.
Sure. Well, the truth is that the typewriter, or rather, Mr. Gann, does all the brain work. Watch. Come closer, Gladys. Just watch what comes out.
In the early hours of the morning, the city was asleep. Darkness blotted out the pressures and the torment of the day.
Pretty classy. I never had any education, Gladys. I just sit there and punch the keys under his direction.
It is true, Miss Morgan.
Oh, what?
This lame brain would be hard put to write simple declarative sentences by himself, let alone this magnificent output.
Well, who are you? What kind of trick is this?
No trick, my dear. What Harry told you is absolutely correct. Oh, it's too bad, however. Too bad he insisted on telling you.
What are you talking about?
Type, Harry. Type until I tell you to stop.
I typed for a few minutes, and then...
That's enough, Harry. Now read this, Miss Morgan.
I will not. You may have him under your control, but not me. Goodbye, Harry.
Gladys Morgan turned to go. She was distraught, but she would have been terrified if she only knew.
Don't go, Gladys! Don't leave now!
If she only knew what fate awaited her on the other side of the door. Well, she's gone, Harry. Gone for good. Gladys will never trouble us again.
What did you do to her?
Can't you guess, Harry? We typed her into an early grave.
Why did you have to do that?
You forced my hand, Harry. You divulged our little secret. And I'm not quite ready for that yet.
I fell asleep that morning just as the lights started to come up. I was exhausted. And when I awoke, I poked my head out of the door carefully, not knowing what I'd see. But the scene was the same as usual. The morning paper was waiting. No one had swiped it, even though it was late.
It's not in there.
What's not in there? How do you know what I'm looking for?
If you want to know what happened to Gladys, just ask.
Maybe I don't want to know. Maybe last night never happened. Is that you, Gladys?
It's the police, Dawn. Open up.
Were you expecting Gladys Morgan?
Why not? She's my agent.
When did you see her last?
I don't know. Why? Is it important?
Very important. We found her. Dead.
Dead? How did it happen?
I thought you might know.
Me? How would I know? I haven't seen her for days.
Okay, Dawn, get your clothes on.
All right. I did see her last night, but only for a few minutes. She was okay when she walked out of that door.
I think you better come along with me anyhow.
Okay. I heard her scream after she left, but when I went out to see her, she was gone.
Type, Harry, type.
What was that? Who you got here?
Nobody. I was just thinking out loud. Can I use the typewriter for a moment? I just got to put one thought down before I forget it.
Okay, but hurry it up.
The moment was tense, fraught with danger. Then suddenly the phone rang, cutting through the tension like a stiletto. It was news about the corpse. News that established beyond a doubt his innocence. Hello? Who? Yeah, he's here. It's for you, Lieutenant.
Yeah, okay. Hello. Mm-hmm. You sure? A full confession? We gave the statement voluntarily, huh? Okay, I'll be down in about 15 minutes. I want to talk to him myself.
Bad news, Lieutenant?
Not for you. We got a lead on a suspect. Mrs. Morgan's ex-husband. He had motive and opportunity. A cab driver drove him near where we found her body.
Then I'm in the clear.
So far. But don't try to leave the city until I give you the word. Understand?
I wouldn't think of it, Lieutenant.
Now say thank you, Harry.
Thanks for nothing. You got me into that mess. You owed it to me.
I owe you nothing, Harry. Remember that at all times.
Well, at least the law's off my back.
You seem relieved.
Sure, I'm relieved. I'm not in a pokey.
You feel relieved, even though you know someone else will suffer for a crime he didn't commit.
But I didn't do it either.
Of course you didn't. But your information could clear him. What about your precious conscience?
I don't want to get mixed up in murder.
You mean if he takes the rap, as you would put it, then you're free and clear? Isn't that true?
How did I ever get into this fix? Why did I ever walk into that stupid pawn shop?
It wasn't a free choice, Harry. I picked you.
For what? I asked you that before. What are you going to do with all that information that I've been typing?
I've already told you, Harry. You'll be the first to know when the time comes.
It hit me while I was typing this encyclopedia for Mr. Gann. Sure, he had me. But in a way, I had him too. Somehow, he still needed my muscle power to move the keys. I couldn't figure out why he couldn't do it for himself, since he could do so many other things. But the fact remained, Mr. Gann had no way of moving the keys without me.
Quite commendable, Harry. You do have some low cunning.
How did you know what I was thinking?
I'm in your mind all the time. What is this great inspiration you've had?
You ought to know. Oh, my head. It aches.
I'm waiting, Harry.
I want you to help me get back at some of the rats who put me down.
Is that all? Look, Harry, I am not a genie caught in a bottle, waiting to do your bidding.
Okay, then I go on strike. No help, no typing.
Nonsense. Well, tell me what you want. Only let's not waste too much time. We have much to do.
Okay, I want the bookie hit big. I want him wiped out.
That's it?
To start with. The other two little favors depend on how this works out.
All right. Start typing.
I put a fresh sheet of paper in the machine and hit the keys. I didn't even bother reading it. All I could see was Pete and his boss going down the chute.
You can stop now, Harry.
When will it happen?
Go down and buy a late paper.
You mean now? That quick? Okay.
Turn to page 37, Harry. Column 2.
Bookie found slain. Dead. Who asked you to?
You did.
I just wanted them cleaned out, not killed.
I just set it in motion. Natural law took over after that. Let's not waste any more time. What are your other two favors?
I don't know if I still want them. Not if they end this way.
They don't have to. Tell me what you want, or back to the typewriter.
Don't rush me. Let me think. Okay, here they are. I want my old man to retire. He's worked hard all his life, and I'd like to see him stop. His pension doesn't start for 3 years more. Make it due now.
And the other favor?
My sister, she's had it pretty tough. She and her husband are just making it. It's hard on the kids. I want her to come in to some bread, enough to make life easier for them.
Done and done. Just hit the typewriter, Harry.
All the time I was typing, I felt myself pulling back, trying to make my fingers stop. Somehow, some way, I knew what I was doing was wrong. Hello? Yeah, it's me. What's that? No, I can't believe it. A heart attack? How did it happen? Well, how's he doing now? I see. He'll pull through, but he'll never be able to work again? Yeah, I'll meet you at the hospital in about 15 minutes. Goodbye. You murderer! You can't do anything good if you tried! Why did you have to do that to my father?
I just set the wheels in motion, Harry. I don't steer the vehicle.
Call off the other favor. I don't want your help anymore for anything.
It's too late, Harry. Read what you've typed.
On the way home from work, George Masters was mugged in a subway passageway. He died of wounds received in the struggle. You swine, you!
His wife was the sole beneficiary of a $100,000 life insurance policy. There you are, Harry. All taken care of. Now back to the typewriter, or I'll be forced to take care of you.
Men have been slaves of many base emotions. Greed, lust, power. But few have ever been in such complete thraldom to a machine. Harry Dorn's weakness and cowardice, his instinct to survive above all other considerations, has in a sense permitted this malignant force to draw him deeper and deeper into servitude. Where will it all end? We'll know when we return shortly with Act 3. Man is such an imperfect vessel. He can sell or destroy anything he holds dear, his dreams, his love, his country, even his soul. But all of us have at least a grain of nobility in us, one small flame that can, when called upon, illuminate the corner of the world we live in. Even so base and useless a man as Harry Dorn cannot extinguish this frail light.
I was getting in deeper and deeper. I was losing almost all control over myself, my actions. The worst of it was that I didn't know what Mr. Gahn was up to, but I knew somehow it would end in disaster.
I think I've indulged you long enough. Sit down and start typing.
Why should I?
Because I ordered you to do so.
Who cares about your... Oh, my head!
Sit down, Harry.
I can't. My head aches. How about that? It's gone. I feel great. Say, did you do that?
Of course. Now will you sit down? I can reward or punish you. That's the free choice you have. Type or suffer.
What would you do? Take the carrot instead of the stick? Well, that's what I did too. So, I started to type. And this time, it was for keeps. No poems or novels, but some kind of crazy technical thing. Pages and pages and pages. I worked day and night, hardly stopping for food or rest. I kept at it until I blacked out. And when I awoke, I was sitting at the table, my head on the typewriter.
It's about time you woke up. You certainly are a strange mechanism. You suffer things like fatigue, hunger.
Every machine needs rest, lubrication. I need something to eat and a beer.
All right. But get back as soon as you can.
Sure. But what do I use for dough? Money. I need it to buy things. Type me a few winners.
Type you what?
A few winners. Give me the results of today's races now, and I'll bet them. That will give me the money I need.
Okay. Sit down.
I typed the results of the 5th and 6th races at Aqueduct. Blood money 5-1, and fate 8-1.
You win again, Harry. Fate 17-2. Not bad. Who tipped you?
I can't divulge my source, but just remember, this is only the beginning.
Sure, Harry, sure. I dig, yeah.
I'll be back tomorrow for more action.
Anytime, kid. You're hot. And you know what they say? When you're hot, you're hot. Go for broke.
Not this time. I got it all psyched out. A new system they can't miss.
Yeah? And I'm gonna be Miss America this year.
Wait and see, wise guy. Wait and see.
It's about time you got back.
What am I supposed to do? Punch a time clock? Count your blessings. I came back at all.
Oh, I wasn't worried about that for a moment. Now, shall we do a little work?
Why not? You give a little, I give a little.
Start typing, Harry.
I typed through the night. By the time the sun started to come through, I had piled up a ton of paper. It's a lucky thing the pages were numbered. Otherwise, I'd never know how to put it all together.
We're not through yet, Harry.
We are for now. I need a little shut-eye, and then I'll be set again.
Oh, very well. But don't take too long.
Don't worry. I'll set the alarm to make sure.
I'm happy you decided to cooperate.
What is this stuff I'm typing? Sounds screwy. Disintegrator and assembly unit. Interspatial disturber unit. Sounds like some kind of invention.
You could describe it that way.
Who cares? Oh, before I forget, type me out the winners for tomorrow. I mean today. I'm going to show them what Harry Dawn is made out of.
I shouldn't think you'd want to do that.
Mr. Gunn, you here?
Yes, Harry, still here.
Guess what? The card, we swept it. Daily double, 4 exactas and a triple. I had to move around to several bookies before the day was over. They couldn't handle it all.
Did you get it?
Not all of it. They're going to deliver the rest in a few days. I'm riding high. Next day, I was even feeling kindly to Mr. Gunn. I got to the table early and typed away all day. I figured I could skip the races for a few days until Pete paid me off. I was ready to fall apart when Mr. Gunn threw in the sponge.
That's it, Harry.
Don't tell me you're tired.
Certainly not. I don't even know what the concept means. It's just that this phase of the operation is over.
Great. Now I can ball it up. Is there anything else I can do for you before I hit the town?
As a matter of fact, there is. Just type up a few labels.
Sure. It's the least I can do.
Then assemble the copies of the manuscript and mail them out.
Consider it done. Now, let me have the label copy. USSR, People's Republic of China, France, UAR. What the hell is this all about? Agents in all those countries?
Yes, Harry. Agents of destruction.
What are you talking about?
I told you you'd be the first one to know.
Know what?
Do you remember all the reference material you typed?
How can I forget?
That was for evaluation purposes.
I don't get it.
We were evaluating whether your species should continue or whether you represented a menace to the galaxy.
And how do we make out?
Badly. The decision was to eliminate you.
You can't do that.
Oh, we're not going to do that. You are going to do that yourselves. You see, the manuscript you typed is a scientific textbook for weapons beyond your small scientific store of knowledge. Each one has the capacity to destroy every living thing on this planet. By distributing it to nations on every continent, we will hasten your demise.
But suppose they decide that the weapons are too heavy to use. You might be leading us to permanent peace.
That's possible, but hardly likely. Either way, we win. If you can make peace among yourselves, then we will win anyhow.
It's all a pipe dream. I just won't mail them.
I am prepared for that reaction, too. I'll just have to write you off, Harry. I've got more than one string to my bow, thanks to you. Wait and see what happens.
Who's there?
It's me, Harry. I got the money you won.
Come in, Pete. It's about time. I've been waiting for the dough. Give it to me.
Here it is, kid. 3 big ones. So long, Harry. I hated to do that, but it was you or me, and I like me better.
You haven't won yet, Mr. Gunn?
Who are you talking to?
Get out now, Pete. While you can.
Please pay attention.
What's going on? Who is that? I'm getting out of here.
There is $1,000 underneath the envelopes on the end table. Mail the envelopes and the money is yours.
What?
There will be another $1,000 waiting for you when you return with the postal receipts.
A grand? Just for lugging these to the post office? Sounds screwy, but hey, the dough is real enough. Hey, did this ain't no gag? What am I doing? Talking to the air? Well, if there's anybody here, just get the other 1,000 ready. Yeah, I'll be back. What have I got to lose?
Harry Dorn gave his life in what was perhaps the first unselfish action of his miserable existence. And it seems for naught. But then again, perhaps not. Just as Mr. Gann underestimated Harry's greed, he may also have miscalculated the corruption of the world's leaders. They may set Mr. Gann's sinister plans back indefinitely. At least we hope so. I'll be back shortly. And so we close our tale of terror. The path that took Harry Dorn across the frontier of fear was a costly one for him. He paid for his moment of greed with his life. But in the final analysis, Harry was only a straw in the wind. His entrances and exits are over. But what of us, the human race? Our cast included Jerry Stiller, Paul Tripp, Bryna Rayburn, and Bob Caliban. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown.
This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
And now, Mystery Theater, brought to you in part by True Value Hardware, your store of first choice.
Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. Welcome to a world of terror. To those of you who have never experienced terror, it is but a word, quite meaningless, really, altogether without substance. But to those who have felt its icy touch, it has the same mind-shattering meaning it had for Jane Prentice when Iris Patterson told her,
"You'll just have to pretend you know nothing about all this. Act like a bride."
Like a bride? No, I can't.
It's up to you. You're really in no danger at this point. You won't be till you sign the insurance application.
I won't sign it.
You'll have to, so you don't arouse his suspicions. Oh, and one thing more.
Yes?
Whatever you do, don't cross him. Do as he says, precisely as he says. Always. Or we may not be able to save you.
Our mystery drama, Journey into Terror, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by George Lothar and stars Roy Thinnes and Lynn Loring. We never know what the morrow may bring, do we? Indeed, what unexpected turn of fate may change our lives within the next hour. The truth is, we may well see but ignore telltale signs which warn us of danger ahead, and when the blow falls, wonder how in the world we could have failed to take heed. Jane Stoddard took no notice of the telltale signs, and as a result, faced death in a horrible form.
I certainly admire the way you're taking the sudden change in our honeymoon plans, Jane. You're a real sport.
Nonsense, Tom. Whither thou goest, I will go.
To Detroit instead of the Bahamas on your honeymoon?
It's not your fault your wealthy client lives here instead of Nassau.
Patient, Jane, patient, not client.
A very handsome and talented one. Do you have patients all over the country?
All over the world.
You mean we're going to be traveling constantly?
Oh, no. My practice is mainly in New York, but now and again I'm called into consultation. We'll have fun, sweetheart. You'll see. And now I'd better get a move on, or my patient will find himself another doctor.
Will you be long?
No, a few hours. Why don't you get out of this hotel and do some shopping?
Maybe. But right now I think I'll just stretch out and rest a bit.
Good. Then you'll be in great shape for the theater tonight and some dancing later. See you in a few hours, sweetheart.
Darling.
Bye now.
Bye, dearest. Oh, dear. To think I could be sunning myself on Paradise Beach right this minute. Nice hard bed. Oh, it feels good to stretch out. Turn on the radio. Get some music. Oh, that's nice.
We interrupt for a special bulletin. The body of a woman, a newly married bride, was found less than an hour ago in her palatial Shaker Heights home. According to the police, she had been tortured, then strangled with one of her own stockings. The coroner has established the time of death as having occurred about 48 hours ago.
Fine honeymoon. The one in a hotel room listening to the latest murder report. Yes?
Mrs. Stoddard. Mrs. Thomas Stoddard?
Yes?
I'm calling from the lobby, Mrs. Stoddard. You don't know me, but my name is Iris Patterson. I know you're alone at the moment. I saw your husband leave the hotel just a few minutes ago.
What is it you want?
I want to come up and talk with you.
About what?
It's an urgent matter, Mrs. Stoddard. In fact, and please don't be upset now, it's a matter of life and death.
Life and death? Whose?
Yours, I'm afraid.
Come in, Miss Patterson.
Yes, but Iris will do. My credentials.
New York City Police. Special Branch Detective Division. You're a detective?
Yes.
Well, what in the world do you want with me?
Mrs. Stoddard, what I'm about to tell you is going to shock you. But please keep in mind that at the moment, at least, you're in no danger.
Danger? At the moment? What are you talking about?
Let me explain. About an hour ago, the body of a young woman, a bride, was found in her home in Shaker Heights.
I just heard the bulletin on the radio.
Did you?
What has that murder got to do with me?
She was murdered by your husband. Here, please, here, let me.
No, I'm all right.
I thought for a moment you were going to faint.
So did I, frankly, but I'm all right. Surely you've made some sort of mistake.
No, I'm afraid not.
But you must have. Tom, my husband can't possibly be a murderer. No matter what you say, I can't and I won't believe it.
I don't blame you for feeling as you do, of course, but perhaps you'll believe me if I tell you a few things about yourself that will surprise you.
Such as what?
Your first meeting with Tom Stoddard was accidental, or rather appeared accidental.
What? Why, yes. I mean, it was. It was in New York City. It was raining. We both hailed the same cab at the same time.
And at his suggestion, you shared it.
Yes.
It happened roughly 10 days, 2 weeks ago.
Yes, but how do you know?
It's his M.O., his modus operandi, the way he operates. Now, I'm quite sure, for example, that you have no family to speak of, no mother, father, they're dead, no brothers and sisters.
That's true.
And few close friends. You lived alone. No roommate.
You're absolutely right, but I still don't...
His victims are always young women who are alone in the world. You see, this helps to make them easy prey. I mean, they're lonely, they yearn for companionship, and are perfect setups for a whirlwind courtship. He swept you off your feet, of course.
Oh, he did. Flowers, candy, dinner dates, theater. It was... I was ecstatic, but... No, you can't be right. You have made a mistake. A terrible mistake.
Mrs. Stoddard, Jane, if I may.
Yes.
We have made no mistake. For example, what about the insurance policy?
What insurance policy?
Hasn't he mentioned insurance to you?
No.
He will. Hasn't gotten around to it yet, that's all, but sooner or later, probably sooner, he's going to want you to take out an insurance policy for a large sum, naming him beneficiary.
But it's unbelievable, incredible.
It is true, nevertheless.
If Tom is a murderer, if he did kill that bride in Shaker Heights...
And a few others.
Then why don't you simply arrest him?
Because we don't have enough evidence. He's extremely clever. And so far, we've been totally unable to nail him with the goods. That, Jane, is where you come in.
What do you mean?
We want you to help us nail him with the goods.
Me?
You could be... The chances you are his next victim. Now, if you consent to work with us, follow our instructions, we can set a trap for him.
With me as the bait?
Yes.
No. I couldn't do that. I haven't the nerve for anything like that.
I think you have. And just remember, you're in no danger at the moment. You won't be until you sign your name to an insurance policy.
But, look, wait a minute. There's one thing I don't understand.
What?
Tom wasn't married to that young bride in Shaker Heights, was he?
No.
Well?
He marries his brides for money. He kills others for kicks.
Oh, good Lord.
Now, if you'll help us, just work along with us, follow our instructions, you will have a better chance of saving yourself than if you don't.
What do you want me to do?
For the time being, nothing. Except to, well, just act like a bride. In other words, do nothing to arouse his suspicions.
I can't do it. I just can't.
It's up to you, Jane. Of course. Now, if you feel you can't, well, you can't. But as I said, you're in no real danger now, and you won't be until he brings up that little matter of insurance. Jane, you can do it. You must.
All right.
Good girl. Now, one thing more.
Yes?
He doesn't remain long in one place. He kills and runs, you might say. Now, he'll probably suggest leaving Detroit and going somewhere else. If he does, and we're positive he will, go along with him. Don't cross him. Don't ever cross him. One false move could mean sudden death, Jane. Sudden and agonizing death.
I thought the third act was a riot, didn't you, Jane?
Yes. Yes, it was, Tom.
I noticed you didn't laugh much, though.
Of course I did.
It seemed to me the only times you laughed were when you caught me watching you. Tell you the truth, honey, you've been kind of depressed all evening and trying awfully hard to act as if you weren't.
Well, to be honest, Tom, I'm just not feeling well.
Well, maybe you are yearning for Nassau in the Bahamas. Wishing you were there instead of here.
I'm with you, Tom, and that's all that matters.
Sure?
Couldn't be surer. And anyhow, I like Detroit. I'm enjoying myself.
I'm sorry to hear about that.
Why?
Oh, we're leaving for Los Angeles in the morning.
Oh?
Well, what do you mean, oh?
Just, oh. Tom, why are we going to Los Angeles? Another patient?
No, I had a call from Greg Benson, a colleague, a friend of mine. He's managing the National Conference for Psychiatrists in Los Angeles. Their head speaker was taken ill, and he can't appear tomorrow evening, and Greg asked if I'd fill in.
Oh, well, that's fine, just fine.
You're not upset?
I said it before, and I'll say it again. Whither thou goest, there go I.
And what say we head for bed?
Bed?
Yeah, bed. You know, that thing you lie on, close your eyes, and go to sleep?
I'm not really sleepy. If I go to bed now, I'll just toss and turn all night long.
Okay, then. Suppose we sit and talk about our future together.
What's to talk about?
Well, redecorating our new apartment. You said you wanted to. How much money you'll need for the household expenses. Oh, and insurance.
Insurance?
Naturally, I'm going to make you beneficiary of all my life policies. In fact, that's already in the works. Ed Kearns, my agent, is handling it. And he suggested, and I agree, that we ought to take care of, a policy in your name, making me beneficiary. $100,000, say.
Seems a lot of money.
Well, I suppose it is. But let's say you're worth it. Honey, what is it?
What?
You went white as a ghost. Say, you are off your feed. Come on over here. Let me put my arms around you and hold you. Yeah, that's better, isn't it?
Yes.
Happy?
Yes.
You better be. Because you're in real trouble if you're not.
Trouble?
I'm sure. Happy or not, you're stuck with me. Till death do us part.
It would appear that Tom Stoddard is not only a murderer, but a murderer with a sardonic sense of humor. The full import of those words from the marriage ceremony, the import of Tom's use of them, is by no means lost on Jane. And for the first time in her young life, terror becomes more than a word. It becomes an actuality. I'll be back shortly with Act 2. Young and pretty Jane Stoddard has taken the first steps on a journey of terror as she realizes she has married a murderer, a man who tortures and strangles brides for money and for thrills. Detective Iris Patterson of the New York Police Department has warned Jane that Tom Stoddard kills and runs. And now, as Jane finds herself with him in a Los Angeles hotel suite...
So, once again, my darling, I'm off. A fine honeymoon I'm giving you.
Where's the conference being held, Tom?
Belmonte Hotel. Why?
I just wondered. You didn't say, and if I wanted to get hold of you for any reason.
Don't.
Don't?
Don't even want to get a hold of me. I'm going to be up to my ears in work.
Oh. Well, all right.
I'll see you later.
Belmonte Hotel. I wonder if you would tell me, please, in what room the National Conference of Psychiatrists is being held. What? Would you repeat that? There is no conference of psychiatrists being held at the Belmonte? Yes. Thank you. That's what I thought you said. Oh, Jane, girl, police or no police, you're getting out of this hotel and out of Tom Stoddard's life right now. Yes?
Jane. Iris. Detective Iris Patterson?
Yes?
Jane, I'd like you to get a taxi and meet me at the Santa Monica Pier.
Santa Monica Pier?
We think Stoddard may be getting suspicious. I've got to talk to you, and I'd like to do it where there's no chance of his discovering us. So if you could meet me...
Iris, I'm sorry, but I'm not meeting you at Santa Monica Pier or anywhere else.
That means you've changed your mind.
I was packing when you phoned. I'm getting out of here.
And going where?
Back to New York.
Don't do that, Jane.
Why not?
Because he'll follow you. Wherever you go, from here on, he's going to follow you because... Look, listen, Jane. There's a lot you don't understand, and I ought to explain. You can't run away from Stoddard. If you try, you'll be sealing your own death warrant.
But
Jane, please, for your own safety, meet me at Santa Monica Pier. If you still want out after that, okay.
All right. I'll meet you. When?
Half an hour. I'll be watching for you.
Keep the change, driver.
Jane! Jane, over here! Here, Jane!
Hello, Iris.
Well, we're safe enough here, I think. Would you like something to drink, to eat?
Iris, I've been followed. Someone has been shadowing me since I left the hotel.
Of course.
That man in the car over there... What do you mean, of course?
You're under strict guard. The man in that car is a Los Angeles detective.
Oh, I'd forgotten I was being held under surveillance.
Oh, well, you feel safer.
Much.
You're half an hour late, though. What happened?
Iris, I'm sorry, but Well, you won't believe this. I couldn't find the pantyhose that go with this dress. I hunted high and low, and What's the matter?
Nothing. Nothing.
Iris, there is something. The second I mentioned pantyhose, you got a funny look on your face.
Okay. I wanted to keep it from you. No sense alarming you unnecessarily. Jane, there's been another murder. Here in L.A. A bride strangled with a pair of pantyhose after being tortured.
No! Iris, that does it. I'm getting as far from Tom Stoddard as I can.
Jane, another girl who married Tom Stoddard became afraid of him, left him, and tried to hide from him, and, well, it took him 2 years to find her and kill her. But he found her and he killed her.
No!
The simple truth is your safety lies in our arresting Stoddard with enough evidence to put him behind bars for life. Now tell me, Jane, has he mentioned that insurance policy yet?
Yes. Last night in Detroit. He wants to take out a $100,000 policy on my life with him as beneficiary.
You didn't sign anything, an application for the insurance?
No.
Well, then you have nothing to worry about until he asks you to sign. You're relatively safe.
Relatively?
Don't worry. Safe enough.
Iris, what did you want to talk about?
Well, the next step is getting started with the goods. By this time tomorrow, unless we miss our guess, you'll be in Miami, Florida.
What?
Where... Now, look, I'm going to lay this on the line, Jane, and I want you to understand clearly what you're in for. Where we want to catch Stoddard in the act.
The act of murder?
Of murdering you. To be precise, the act of attempting to murder you. He won't succeed, of course, because you'll be surrounded by police.
Of course.
I mean it. Now, the reason we feel sure he'll be heading for Miami, probably tomorrow, is because that's where the original murder took place.
The original murder?
Yes, here's the story. You see, nearly 5 years ago, Stoddard fell in love with a gorgeous... well, sex pot, madly in love. They met and they married in Detroit, came here to L.A. on their honeymoon, and then went on to a beach cottage a few miles north of Miami Beach.
Why did he murder her?
All right, I'm coming to that. Stoddard had to be away for 24 hours or so on business, and he left his bride in the cottage. But then he changed his plans, you see, unexpectedly, and came back to find her with another man. He killed the man first. And he spent hours torturing his bride before he killed her.
I don't get this. If he killed this woman in Miami, and you know he did, how come he's still free? How come he's not in prison?
He was, for more than 3 years. He got off with a reduced sentence on a plea of temporary insanity.
I see.
Only as we see it, and have every reason to believe, he's still insane.
You really mean it when you say if I try to go somewhere he can't find me, he'd still find me?
He'd still hound you until he does find you, yes.
Then I have no choice, have I?
I don't think so.
All right, Iris. I'll go along. What else can I do?
Honey, I'm back.
Coming. Was just fixing my hair.
Oh, now you can fix me up with a welcome home kiss. Well, what did you do with yourself while I was at the conference today?
Oh, this and that. I went for a walk, some shopping, sat by the pool.
Didn't swim?
Too chilly. Tom, how did things go at the conference?
Oh, fine. Just fine. Don't you believe me?
Of course.
Why the funny look?
Funny look? No funny look.
Oh, yes. You looked, I don't know, funny.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, to be plain about it, honey, I kind of get the feeling you don't trust me or something.
Tom, you're being perfectly ridiculous.
No, I don't think so, Jane. Either you're hiding something from me or you're very upset about something. Now, which is it? Come on, what is it?
Nothing. Honestly, Tom, nothing.
Jane, there is something. Now, what is it? Let's have it.
Tom, really?
Jane, I'm no fool. I know when something's wrong, and something is wrong. Now, what is it? You what?
I did want to get in touch with you today. I felt just so awfully lonely, Tom, and I phoned you at the Belmonte Hotel.
Well, what'd you phone me there for?
To get in touch with you. What else?
I wasn't there. What would I have been doing there?
You said you were going to the National Conference of Psychiatrists, didn't you?
I did.
And you said it was being held at the Belmonte, didn't you?
No, I didn't. Now, how could I when it was being held at the Beverly Towers?
You said the Belmonte.
I said the Beverly Towers. Did you try there?
Of course not.
No, of course not. Well, why should you if you misunderstood what I said this morning? You know what? I think you're fed up with this whole so-called honeymoon, which so far hasn't been any kind of a honeymoon at all.
No,
Yes, I think so. Well, now I've got another surprise for you, and this time a pleasant one. You want to hear it?
Of course.
Well, for the next week, well, the next 3 or 4 days anyhow, I'm declaring a holiday. A patient of mine owns one of the prettiest beach houses you've ever seen, and he's offered it to me any time I want it. Well, he isn't there, of course. And he isn't. And that's where I'm taking you tomorrow for the duration of our honeymoon.
Where is it?
It's just north of Miami Beach. And this time tomorrow, you're going to be there.
Oh, we haven't been here even a full day. And I've never seen Los Angeles before.
We'll come back another time.
But we're here now. Oh, Tom, there's so many things I want to do. Visit the movie studios, Disneyland. We could run down to Capistrano.
Jane, please. I don't want to argue about this. I mean, frankly, I don't understand your attitude. Here, finally, I can take you to a really beautiful honeymoon spot, and you don't want to go. I don't get it.
It's just that... It doesn't matter. We'll go.
Of course we will. Unless... You haven't some other reason for not wanting to go, have you?
Other reason?
Other than wanting to stay in Los Angeles.
Why, no. What other reason could I have?
That's what I asked you. There's nothing wrong, is there?
No, Tom, of course not.
You sure?
Tom, you're hurting my arm.
Well, I'm sorry, honey. I'm sorry. I wouldn't hurt you for the world. Kill you, maybe, but not hurt you.
Kill me?
Oscar Wilde, I think, said, each man kills the thing he loves. And if that's so, considering how much I love you, sweetheart, you haven't long to live.
So Jane Stoddard moves along, step by step, on her journey into terror. And obviously the end of that journey will be the beach house just outside Miami Beach, Florida. Trapped, caught, and helpless in a web of circumstances beyond her control, Jane has no choice but to continue the journey to certain death. I'll return shortly with Act 3. How strange, how inexplicable are the workings of fate. How curious, too, that the fearful things that happen to others we never consider may happen to us. Could we, any of us, ever find ourselves married to a murderer, as Jane finds herself married to Tom Stoddard? Seems hardly likely. Might we one day realize we are headed for sudden death and powerless to prevent the inevitable? Scarcely possible. Well, Jane once thought so too, if she thought about it at all. But now, with a murderous husband at her side, she flies toward Miami Beach, Florida, and death.
Jane? Sweetheart, what is it?
What, Tom? I don't...
You seem so tense.
No, nervous maybe. Flying always scares me a little.
Well, soon landing in Miami, so relax.
I'll try.
Oh, Kearns, my insurance man, sent me that application in L.A. I got it right here.
Application?
You know, the insurance policy I'm taking out on your life. Now, here's a pen. You can sign it now. Now, shoot it back to Kearns from Miami Beach. Well, sign it, honey.
Yes, of course.
Good. That takes care of that. Oh, mind if I settle back and catch 40 winks?
Of course not. I'm going up to the ladies' room.
Okay.
Iris.
Dane, he mustn't see you talking to me.
He's taking a nap. I saw you come on board. Iris, I just signed for that insurance policy. $100,000 and naming him as beneficiary.
Did you have to?
No choice.
That's too bad. I hoped he'd hold off on that till I got things squared away with the Miami police.
I signed my own death warrant, you're saying?
No. It's not as bad as that. Now, the second we land, you'll be under close surveillance, and so will he. Follow instructions, and you won't have a thing to worry about.
I wish I could be as sure of that as you seem to be.
You can be. Just trust me. Now go back to your seat before he wakes up. The last thing we want is for him to see us together. Jane?
I can hardly bear to sit next to him.
Hang on to your nerve, Jane. We're close to the end now.
I just hope it's not the end for me.
Well, what did I tell you? Beautiful, isn't it?
Yes, only it does seem rather isolated, Tom.
It is. That's one of the things that make it perfect for a honeymoon. That and the beach and the water out there. What more could a bride want? Except, of course, her husband.
Tom, please.
Jane, what?
I'm just not in the mood at the moment, that's all.
Well, I was feeling guilty about going off in the boat to fish for a few hours. But since you obviously don't love me anymore...
Of course I love you.
Of course you do. And I can't blame you for being a bit out of sorts. All this traveling. I've hardly given you a chance to settle down. Well, okay. I'm off to do some fishing. You can be alone for a few hours. Give you a chance to relax. Let's have a kiss for good luck. Okay, be back for dinner. Fish dinner, I hope.
Jane?
Oh, Iris, thank heaven you're here. Tom's gone fishing.
Yes, we know. We watched him leaving the boat half an hour ago.
We?
Myself and 2 detectives assigned to the case. Now look, Jane, I've got something to tell you you're not going to like. Just try to keep calm, will you?
Yes.
All right, here it is. We're quite sure, Detectives Allen and Barney and I, that Stoddard will attempt to kill you tonight.
Why tonight?
It's the anniversary of the night he murdered his first wife and her lover in this cottage.
No.
Don't look so frightened, Jane. In a way, you ought to feel relieved. After tonight, it'll all be over.
For me, maybe.
Not a chance. I said we're sure he'll attempt to murder you, but we're also sure he'll fail.
How can you be so sure?
Oh, well, we just are.
You're evading me, Iris. What makes you sure?
I didn't want to make things harder for you, Jane, but, well, there's the torture.
Torture?
Yes.
Are you telling me you're going to let him torture me before you move in?
I'm not telling you anything of the sort. What I'm saying is that we've got to let him make the first move. We've got to have the evidence to convict him. And that brings me to the next step.
Yes?
Now, we're going to have to bug this cottage. set up a tape recorder with concealed microphones in each room.
Why?
Because once he has you, that is, once he thinks he has you where he wants you...
No, I can't go through with this.
Jane, you can. Now, please trust me. As I say, once he thinks he's got you where he wants you, he'll do a lot of talking. He'll get pleasure out of telling you who he really is and how he tricked you into marrying him and what he intends to do before he murders you. Now, Detectives Allen and Barney and myself will be here in the house recording every word. And Jane, dear, I give you my solemn word. Once we have the evidence, we'll move in on him so fast he won't have a chance to lay a finger on you.
I hope you're right.
Now, one more thing before I go. Here's a sleeping powder. You always have cocktails before dinner. Now slip this powder into his cocktail tonight.
Put him to sleep? What on earth for?
So we can bug the place. He'll only sleep for an hour or so. It's a light dose.
But he's out fishing. Can't you do what you have to do now?
No, it's too risky. Everything has to be concealed carefully. And we can't chance him coming back unexpectedly.
Home as a sailor, home from the sea, without a single fish to show for it.
Oh, Tom, no luck?
Oh, lots of it. All bad. But you should have seen the one that got away. Well, at least I can drown my sorrow in a couple of dry martinis. You?
Yes, I'll mix them.
No, I'll do it.
You relax now. I've been doing it all afternoon. I may not be much of a cook, as I'm afraid you're going to discover at dinner, but I do know how to mix a dry martini.
Well, dinner is only a dinner, but a good dry martini is a drink.
Whatever that means.
Well, it must mean something. I'll think about it. Well, what'll we do tonight after dinner? Get a drive to Miami Beach?
Why don't we just stay here?
Well, that's okay with you.
Perfectly. It's going to be a full moon. We can sit on the beach and watch it come up over the horizon.
A perfect moon for a perfect honeymoon.
Here.
Thank you. Looks good. Tastes good, too. You make a fine dry martini.
Thank you, sir.
Let's have these out on the porch so we can watch the sunset, huh?
Good idea.
Oh, this deck chair feels good. I'm more worn out from fishing than I thought.
You've had a lot of air and sun.
That sun was hot and bright. Even with sunglasses, the glare was hard in my eyes. You didn't put anything in this martini, did you?
No.
I feel sleepy. So suddenly.
As you said, the glare of the sun on the water.
Worse than I thought. Oh, boy. I just can't keep my eyes open. Can't stay awake. Oh, I'm sorry.
Don't mind me. Close your eyes. Rest them.
Yes. I never felt so sleepy. What was that?
Nothing. The glass slipped from your fingers. Don't worry about it. I'll clean it up. You sleep. Tom? Tom? Good. Iris! Iris!
Here!
He's asleep.
That's fine, Jane. That's just fine. You handled everything exactly as I wanted you to.
All right, now what?
Let's go in, so I can decide where to place the mics and the tape recorder.
You didn't bring them with you.
What?
The microphones and all that.
No.
Those detectives will bring it.
No.
Well, if you haven't got it and they're not bringing it... Glass doors, why are you locking them?
They have to be.
Whatever for?
Because that's the way it was. These glass doors were locked when I came back that night.
What?
Came back unexpectedly and found Jim with her.
Iris, what are you saying?
I told you. That day on Santa Monica Pier, I was supposed to be away for a day or so, but then changed my mind and came back that night and found them together. In bed together. I killed him, but I tortured her.
Iris!
Put her through the hell I would go through later, thanks to her.
You?
Yes! And now you. You'll go through the tortures of the damned. Like the bride in Detroit, in Los Angeles, and finally here.
You tricked me from the first.
Tricked you? Why, you little naive fool. It was no trick at all. My only problem was that husband of yours asleep out there. Trying, always trying to be one jump ahead of me. And sooner or later he'd have succeeded.
Tom was after you?
Has been. Since I escaped from the asylum.
No!
You don't know who your husband is? Well, of course you wouldn't. You hardly know him at all. He's not just a psychiatrist, my dear. He's a psychiatrist with the New York Police Department. Oh, poor fellow. I escaped on the very day he married you. The police needed him. They needed him badly to figure out where I'd go, what I'd do, and he did figure it out. Only he was always just one step behind me, not one step ahead.
This makes no sense. The day I met you on the Santa Monica Pier, I was followed. I was. The man in the car following me, you said he was a detective working with you.
With your husband, silly.
No.
Not me. Yes, you were being guarded, tailed every way you went. But not by me, by your husband.
Why didn't they catch you? You and I sat there on the pier. That man in the car
couldn't do a thing without endangering your life because I had this. And could have plunged it into you the minute he made a move.
A knife. A knife.
Long enough to reach your heart. Sharp enough to do to you what I did to her.
No.
Before I strangled her. Slowly strangled her.
No. Oh, please.
Stand still. Oh, don't back away. Yeah, that's all right. Move back. Just keep moving back into that corner where I can get at you with this knife, where I can start working on you. A little cut here, a nick there, a stab in just the right place, making it last. The torture, making it last as long as...
Don't move! Iris, don't move! Just don't move. Now drop the knife.
Tom! Oh, Tom, I put a sleeping powder in your drink.
A drink I threw away when I said I'd join you on the porch. Yes, Iris, I have been one step behind you. But this time, thank God, I've been one step ahead of you.
I seem to remember saying that our lives are fraught with the unexpected. Also seems to me that, wrong as I can be at times, this time I was right. Glad I was. Jane Stoddard was only a pawn in the game the fates play. But thank heaven, she remains a living pawn. I'll return in a moment. Iris is once again safe behind institutional walls, you'll be happy to know. As for Jane and Tom Stoddard, they're on a second honeymoon. Or maybe I ought to say the first. The other one doesn't count. Our cast included Lynn Loring, Roy Thinnes, and Carol Teitel. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown.
This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
And now, Mystery Theater, brought to you in part by True Value Hardware, your store of first choice.
Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. Welcome to our house. It's a haunted house, we admit. Haunted by strange creatures, hidden terrors, the cries of spirits, and the moans of unravaged victims. But it's a pleasant place to visit, even if you wouldn't want to live here. We're going to introduce you to a most unusual heroine. Not the sort of woman you might expect to encounter in a story of crime and violence.
No, Mr. Wormer, this one is not a cop. She's been acting like a cop, but that's not what she is.
Please. Oh, please let me go. I didn't mean any harm.
Oh, no, sugar.
Please.
You're no cop at all. What you are is a nun.
Our mystery drama, The Final Vow, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Henry Slessor and stars Rosemary Rice.
Pater, et Filius, et Spiritus Sancte. Amen. Pater noster, qui es in coeles, sanctificetur nomen tuum, adveniat regnum tuum, fiat voluntas tua sicut.
You're hearing a familiar sound at the Holy Name Convent, the sound of the Holy Sisters at their devotions. But if you had been allowed to enter the chapel and seen the faces half hidden among the folds of their wimples, you may have seen something more than sacred concentration, because one of their number is missing.
Sister Pamela? Sister, are you in there?
Yes, I'm here. Come in.
Oh, Sister Pamela, you've been crying.
No, I'm all right. I'm just not feeling very well. I asked Reverend Mother if I could be excused this morning.
Oh, you can't fool me. I can see rivers on your cheeks, Sister. Now, you've done nothing but cry for weeks.
I'm sorry, Sister Jem. I tried so hard to hide them.
Why can't you be happy, dear? Don't you know it's spring? Can't you feel God's love for the world when you see a day like this?
It's my fault, Sister Jem. I can only blame myself.
Oh, nonsense. There's no one to blame. You're young, child. Now, tears are a pleasure when you're young. Here, let me wash your face. Sister, you're not thinking about what we spoke of the other day.
I haven't been thinking of anything. I'm trying not to think.
And have you prayed?
Oh, I've prayed. I've prayed for humility, for obedience. But there wasn't any answer in my heart. Only silence. Do you suppose that means...
Hush, child.
But if I'm wrong, Sister, if I truly belonged here, wouldn't I know? Wouldn't I feel it inside?
Our Lord called you when you were a little girl, almost from the day you were born.
Oh, maybe it only seems that because I was raised at the Holy Name, because of an accident of time and place. How can I really know, Sister?
We mustn't talk about it now. I have much more interesting things to talk to you about.
What do you mean?
I didn't come here to wash your pretty little face. I came here to tell you some good news. We're going on a trip.
A trip?
Now, won't that be nice? Why, it's just what you need, I think. A nice little journey somewhere. And Reverend Mother wants to talk to you about it. That's what I came to tell you.
She wants to see me now?
Yes, child. Right now. Sister Pamela, have you ever heard of a man named William Michael Downey? He was a student at the Holy Name long before you were born.
No, Reverend Mother. I don't know him.
Consider yourself fortunate.
Pardon?
Oh, never mind. This man, Downey, and Sister Lydia were once very close. Her affection for the man is the wonder of my life.
I don't think I understand.
Well, he's just written her a letter. It asked for some representative of the Holy Name to pay him a visit, not on a spiritual errand. Well, I might as well tell you everything. The man is a known criminal.
Criminal?
He spent many years in prison, and far too many, I gather, out of it. His crimes have earned him a certain amount of material success, even a degree of false respectability. Do you know what I'm talking about, sister?
I think so.
Well, I'm sending you and Sister Jem to see him. It's only a day's journey. Now, you'll have to take the train into the city. If you left tomorrow morning, you could return by Saturday or even Friday evening.
But, Reverend Mother...
I'm sure the trip will do you good, sister. I know how peaked you've been lately.
May I speak, Reverend Mother?
Very well.
There's something I've been wanting to talk to you about. Something about myself.
Please, sister, not now. This errand is a duty we owe Sister Lydia. As you know, the poor woman is dying.
Yes, I know, but...
I'd send someone in your place, but you know the difficulties we've had with illness. Our students are suffering and our chores are neglected. Now, we can discuss any personal problems you have on your return.
Yes, Reverend Mother.
Sister Therese will give you your instructions about the journey. Don't be afraid of this man, Downey. Your strength is greater than his. And Sister Pamela, one more thing.
Yes?
Take good care of Sister Jem. She may not have your courage.
It must be 10 years since I've been at a railway station. It makes me dizzy.
I think the exit is this way.
Well, now, don't walk so fast, child. Did Sister Therese say it was very far to Mr. Downey's house?
Oh, not very far. She said we could reach it by bus or taxi.
Oh, well, let's take a taxi, dear. I really am exhausted.
Oh, poor Sister Jem. This is a long trip for you.
Well, I don't mind. For Sister Lydia's sake. I'm glad Mr. Downey wrote her, aren't you?
I don't know. I've yet to hear anything good about Mr. Downey.
Why, there's something good in everyone, child.
Did you hear the chimes? It sounds like the bell in our tower.
Oh, it's quite a grand house.
Well, so you're here.
Mr. Downey?
Yeah, I'm here. Come in, sisters.
I'm Sister Pamela, and this is Sister Jem from the Holy Name.
Yeah, I know where you're from, sisters. Come in, sit down.
Oh, thank you.
I am a bit tired.
Can I offer you something? A drink, maybe? No, I mean, water or something.
Well, not for me, thank you.
Oh, no, thank you, Mr. Downey. We stopped off in a restaurant before we came here.
Yeah, fine.
Well, how's Sister Lydia?
She's all right, but as you know, she was too ill to make this journey.
Yeah. She's a funny woman. It's 40 years since I left the Holy Name. She still writes to me. I got a card at Easter, a card at Christmas, a letter on my birthday. I got a hunch she even mentions me in her prayers.
You should be very glad.
Why? You think your prayers have helped me?
I do, yes.
Oh, and have all your prayers been successful, sister?
Your home is lovely. You must be a great admirer of religious
You
art.
haven't answered my question, sister.
Prayers aren't business deals, Mr. Downey. And you can't judge them as successes or failures.
It sounds like your prayers haven't been working out so good. But then you're new at the game, aren't you? I mean, you look very young, sister. How long have you been at the Holy Name?
I was a student there before taking my vows.
I see. It was a lot easier to join the order, wasn't it? Instead of going out and facing the cold, cruel world.
I'd rather not talk about me, Mr. Downey.
Look, I've been through it all myself, you know. In all my years, I never found a better hideout than the Holy Name. Yeah. The world's a noisy, messy place full of problems. Why ask for trouble if you can avoid it?
Please, Mr. Downey.
Okay, sister. Look, I'll get down to business.
Just what is your business, Mr. Downey?
Well, as you can see, sister, it's art. Religious art.
What?
Yeah. And I got a present for Sister Lydia. Here it is.
Oh, Mr. Downey. It's St. Francis. Oh, how beautiful it is.
Here, you hold it. It's a little heavy, but it'll fit right into that suitcase here.
It looks very old.
Well, when I heard the old woman wasn't feeling well, I thought I'd like to send her something. It should look nice in the chapel, don't you think?
Oh, this is very kind of you, Mr. Downey.
Yeah, I would have preferred handing it to Sister Lydia myself, but I'll be I'll be blessed if I'll set foot in that gloomy old place myself again.
Yes, you would be blessed.
May I see it?
Of course.
How old is it, Mr. Downey?
Oh, about 5 centuries.
What?
Mm-hmm. Comes from the Medici Palace. It was sculpted by Donatello, you know him?
Donatello, of course. What? It must be terribly valuable.
I think the word is priceless.
I don't know what to say. It's such a magnificent
Well,
gift.
you just tell Sister Lydia that little Willie Downey is sorry he never replied to her letters. He hopes this will make it up to her.
You know something? Sister Jem was right about you.
Yeah? About what?
Well, she said there was good in everyone.
Let me carry the suitcase for a while, dear. It's so awfully heavy.
No. It's all right.
Now, are you sure about the train time?
Well, maybe I'd better look at the schedule again.
I just can't figure out all those tiny little numbers, even if I could see them without my glasses.
Let's see. Sister Therese said there would be a train at 7:45.
Oh, dear. Well, that's almost an hour from now.
I'm sure there must be an earlier one. Yes, here it is. The next train's at 6:39, lower level. Oh, that's only 3 minutes from now. We'll have to hurry.
Oh, dear. I hope we make it.
All we can do is try.
Can I help you, sister?
What?
Hey, let me help you with that suitcase. It looks pretty heavy.
No, I think I can manage. Well, come to think of it. Yes, thank you. Would you?
Okay. You going to the lower level?
Yes. To the Bromwell train, track 40. It leaves very soon, I'm afraid.
Don't worry. We'll make it.
Come along, Jim.
Oh, thank heavens for that young man.
Oh, I wish you wouldn't walk so fast.
Oh, maybe this is a mistake. Sister, maybe we better wait for the 7:45.
Please, it's just a little ways longer, Sister Jem.
Can you see him?
No, the crowds are so thick.
I just don't think my horse
He can make it. He must be waiting for us at the gate. There it is, gate 40.
I don't see anyone.
Perhaps he went on the train.
Well, why would he do that?
I don't know. Why isn't he here?
Charles, look. They're closing the gate. We've missed the train.
Where's the young man? Why isn't he here? Oh, Sister Jim, he's not here. Where could he be?
I don't know. You don't possibly think he...
No. That can't be. He was just being polite. He wanted to help.
Oh, child, why did you trust him? Why?
He's got to be here, Sister Jim. He's just got to be here with the statue.
But the young man isn't there. And very soon, Sister Pamela and Sister Jim will draw the only possible conclusion. That this young man was not a Boy Scout looking for his good deed for the day. That he was the kind of young man who hangs around places like railroad terminals, looking for the good deal of the day. And it looks like he's managed to get one of the best deals of his life. We'll learn more when I return shortly with Act 2. Even the bells of the Holy Name Convent have a sad and hollow sound today as Sister Pamela sits with head bowed before the Reverend Mother and listens to a different kind of litany from her lips.
Are you a child, an infant? God gave you a brain. Do you think your vows excused you from having common sense, did you?
No, Reverend Mother.
You were given a trust, sister, a sacred trust. No matter how wicked that man Downey is, his gift was an offer of repentance. I won't even speak of its material value.
Please, Reverend Mother, I've said how sorry I am.
Yes, I know you want forgiveness. That would be simple for both of us, wouldn't it? All right, Sister Pamela. You have my forgiveness.
Thank you.
Only... what shall I give Sister Lydia? Our sincere regrets. Do you know what that statue would have meant to her? To hold it in her hands, to know who gave it? Can't you see it? It was more than a gift to the holy name. It was her reward for a lifetime of devotion and faith.
Perhaps the police will find it. I pray for that, Reverend Mother. It's all I pray for.
We're all praying, sister. All right. What happened at the police station?
Nothing, I'm afraid. They gave Sister Jem and me pictures to look at, pictures of men, criminals. We couldn't recognize the one in the terminal.
Oh. Well, that... lieutenant who was here, what was his name?
Lieutenant Jacoby.
Did he hold out any hope?
Not very much.
No, of course he couldn't. The thief was clever. He was probably accustomed to preying upon the innocent. And don't be too proud of that innocence, child. It isn't synonymous with virtue. Well, what next?
Well, we're going back to the police headquarters this afternoon. They're going to have us look at some men, lineup, they call it.
All right then, sister. I won't keep you any longer. Didn't you hear me? You can go.
Reverend Mother, I wanted to say something.
Then, please, say it.
I wish to leave the order, Reverend Mother.
Oh, you can't know what you're saying.
I know, Reverend Mother.
Sister, you're not a child. You must not respond to trouble like a child.
I've thought about it. I've thought and prayed.
When a child is naughty, it thinks of running away from home. Your home is with God, sister. You cannot run away from him.
I'm not running away from God. I wish to leave the order. I'm not suited, Reverend Mother. I've known that for some time. Mr. Downey was right about me.
Mr. Downey? Why would anything that man said affect you?
He said, some people retreat to God, advance towards him. Well, that's what I've done. I've hidden myself from the world for the wrong reasons.
Is that so bad, Sister Pamela? Sometimes we do the right things for the wrong reasons.
But I haven't been honest. Not with myself, not with you, and not with God. What happened in that terminal was like a punishment.
No, sister.
If you had sent someone else, the statue would be here by now in the chapel, I know.
Well, it may yet be. We can't know the future.
I have to leave. There's no other way. I must.
All right, sisters. Be sure and look them over carefully. All the men you'll see on that stage have worked the same kind of crime in the past. Helping women with their luggage and then helping themselves to the contents.
Lieutenant Jacoby, do you think the man knows what he stole? Its true value?
Oh, doubtful. His ignorance may work in our favor, so we're keeping the facts quiet. If he knew he had a statue worth a fortune, he'd make himself harder to find.
But it has no price. It's an art treasure.
He couldn't really sell it, could he?
There are crooks and crooks these days, sister. There are collectors who don't mind stolen merchandise, even if they can't display it openly. Just the same, we're assuming the thief won't know it's anything but a hunk of bronze. Who knows? Maybe he'll think it's a lamp. Well, we ready? Here come the boys.
Lieutenant, they can't see us, can they?
No, sister, but you'll see them, all right. All right, number one, step forward.
He isn't the one, I'm sure.
Step back into place, number one. Number two.
No, he's much older than the man.
Do any of them look right, sister?
Well, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait. That one at the end.
Have we hit the jackpot?
I'm not sure. I didn't see him for more than a second or two, but he's the same age and size.
Number 6, front and center. Look at him again, sister.
I'm just not sure.
What's your name, mister?
James K. Bresson. What can I do for you?
I'll ask the questions. What are you doing with yourself these days, Bresson? Still working the terminals?
Oh, you got me all wrong, mister. I'm duly employed.
Who would employ you, Bresson?
I work for the Gramercy Printing Company over on 29th Street in the shipping department.
Not snatching any more suitcases?
I never snatched any suitcase. That last time was a bum rap.
Well, what do you think?
The voice. The voice sounds like him. Sister Jem?
I never heard the voice.
You ever go to church, Bresson?
Yeah, how's that?
You ever do much business with nuns?
What is this? You trying to convert me?
He could be the one. Sister Jem.
Oh, no. I don't think so, child. Now, I remember a much taller man, a much thinner.
Bresson, you were hanging around the Union Terminal on Friday night, weren't you?
Friday?
Say around 6:30?
No, Friday night I was with my girl. You don't believe me? Ask her. I was at her apartment, 5 o'clock to midnight.
What's the name of your girl?
Her name's Bess Mackin. She lives at 200 Rice Avenue. I never left her for a minute.
You see, child, he couldn't be the one.
Don't let an alibi fool you.
I'm sure he's not the one, Sister Pamela. Now, let's not make things worse by accusing an innocent man.
No. I don't want to make things worse.
Well, sister?
No. I guess I'm not sure after all, Lieutenant. I'm not sure about anything. I wish you wouldn't do this, Sister Pamela. I just know it's a mistake. I can't help it, Sister Jem. I have to go. I can't even recognize you, child. I've forgotten how you look in ordinary clothes. Yes, they are ordinary, Sister Jem. And maybe I am, too. Have you said goodbye to everyone? Yes. I've just seen Sister Lydia. She was very weak, but she still managed to ask me that question. What question was that? About the statue of St. Francis. She asked if it had been recovered yet. Oh, dear. Then you know that they haven't told her it was stolen. Only that it was misplaced. Yes. She still thinks they'll find it. She still believes that she'll see it before she dies.
Yes?
Mrs. Gunderson?
Yes?
I was told you had a room to rent.
Well, maybe I do, maybe I don't. You all alone?
Yes, ma'am. My name is Pamela Wiley.
Well, I don't know. People have to be real careful these days.
It was Father McKinney at St. Mary's who recommended your place.
Oh, well, why didn't you say so? I've got a nice room on the second floor. $14 a week, and it includes breakfast and supper. You go out to work?
I will be.
Whereabouts?
I work at a company nearby.
Uh-huh. You work there long?
Well, I haven't started yet. I just went for a job interview this morning, and I start work on Monday.
Oh. What kind of a place is it?
It's a printing company. It's called the Gramercy Printing Company on 29th Street.
Hey, who's got the Fisher invoices? Come on, I need all them packing slips. Well, what happened to Bucktooth Betty?
I'm sorry?
The girl who used to work here. She get canned or something?
Oh, well, I really wouldn't know.
Oh, you're her replacement, is that it? Oh, I gotta tell you, honey, you're some improvement.
I suppose that's a compliment?
Let me give you a tip about this place. Now, don't be an eager beaver. Nobody likes a hard worker. They spoil it for the rest of us. My name's Jimmy Bresson. What's yours?
Pamela Wiley.
Well, give me a hand, honey.
What?
Yeah.
Oh!
Now, don't worry, I'm not gonna hurt you. Just looking for the evidence. Wedding rings, engagement rings, and so forth. Now, everything checks out okay. And I mean everything.
May I have my hand back, please?
Listen, you live in town and not in the sticks or anything like that.
I live in the city, yes.
Well, maybe we could take in a movie tonight.
I'm sorry, I'm busy tonight. I'm busy most nights.
Look, if you're afraid to go out with me alone, I mean, if you've been hearing things from some of the chicks around here.
Oh, no, I haven't heard anything.
Well, I'll tell you what, there's going to be a little party on Friday night. Just a few friends of mine. Some of them from the company. How about joining us?
Well, I don't know if I can.
Well, make an effort, okay? I'll give you the address. It's 200 Rice Avenue, apartment 4C. 4C. The name is Bess Mackin.
Bess Mackin.
Yeah, come around 9, okay?
Yes, I'll try.
Hey, honey, I'm sure glad you could make it. You're just what this party needs, baby. A new face, and a real pretty one, too.
I don't know if I can stay very long.
Oh, sure you can, honey. You can stay close to old Jimmy. I want to find out if it's true what they call you at the office.
Oh? What do they call me?
The Saint. Now, didn't you know? Saint Pamela. I don't mind that, honey. Saints are okay. They have a way of turning into sinners.
Please, if you don't mind, I'm awfully warm.
Well, that's what I'm trying to do, baby. Warm you up.
Please take your hand away.
Come on, St. Pamela. I know what you need. You need some fun and games, and I'm the guy who knows all the rules.
Don't! Stop it! There you are.
Well, hi, you Bess, honey. Hey, I want you to meet somebody. I want you to meet St. Pamela. Saint, this is my good friend, Bess Mackin.
You bum. I saw what you were doing.
Oh, just getting acquainted, that's all. Getting to know what a saint is like.
Well, get out of here. This is my place, and I want you out of it.
Oh, please, I didn't mean to cause any trouble. I'll leave.
No, it's him I want out of here. Did you hear me, Jimmy? Get out!
Sure, Bess, sure. I'm going. I'll be over at the Silver Crown if you get lonely for me.
That bum. That miserable bum. I don't know why all the men I meet are bums. I just don't understand.
Oh, Bess, please, don't drink anymore. It's not helping.
Oh, nothing helps. Nothing. You know what life is, honey? I'll tell you what it is. It's like one of those wrap boxes under the Christmas tree in the department store. Just a fancy package and nothing in it.
Bess, may I talk to you?
Me?
Well, the reason I stayed is I wanted to ask you about yourself.
Why would you care about me?
Are you alone? Do you have any family?
My mother's dead.
And your father?
That bum. He ought to be.
Yes. Do you ever go to church?
Me? Of course not.
Even when you were a little girl?
Oh, sure, when I was a kid. Oh, that Jimmy, that dirty stinker. Why do I do it? Why do I put up with him?
Well, does he treat you badly?
Oh, he doesn't treat me, period. You think he ever takes me anyplace? If we go to a bar, who do you think buys the drinks? He says that's his idea of women's lib.
Well, why do you do it then? Put up with him.
He gave me one present in my whole life. One lousy present. This piece of junk.
It's a pretty bracelet.
No, it's junk. I know where he got it. At that pawn shop around the corner from that cheap crook Wormer.
A pawn shop?
I bet he didn't even pay for it. I bet him and Wormer had a poker game.
Does he go there often?
No, he gets everything there except groceries.
And does he ever sell things there?
Oh, sure he does. Buy and sell every week. Hey, what do you want to know that for?
Well, I was just interested, Bess. Just very interested.
Well, Pamela Wiley, formerly Sister Pamela, seems to be on a crusade of her own. And like the crusaders before her, her goal is a sacred object. But the crusaders of the past had much trouble before they even reached their goal. Will Pamela? We'll find out when I return with Act 3. Pamela Wiley is taking one of the longest walks of her life. It's only a few blocks long, but her destination is the doorway of Wormer's pawn shop just around the corner from 200 Rice Avenue. She pauses at the window, so covered in dust and grime that she cannot even see her reflection in the glass. It's just as well, because if she did, she would have seen the reflection of a very tense and frightened young lady.
Pawn or buy?
What?
You here to huck something or buy something, miss?
Oh, buy.
Only reason I ask, it's a little early. I don't like to make appraisals this early, you know. I'm still half asleep.
Oh, yes, I understand. Of course, I don't know if you have what I want. I'm looking for something ornamental for my apartment.
Well, like what?
I don't really know. Perhaps an interesting lamp or something.
Sorry, I don't carry lamps.
Oh, well, some interesting... Oh, an antique, maybe.
Well, that's the antique store you want, lady. This is a pawn shop.
Well, do you have any religious objects?
I got rosaries, jewelry, some pictures. You tell me what you want, I'll look for it.
I'm not really sure. Maybe some sculpture would be nice.
Sculpture? You mean like a statue?
Yes. Oh, yes, that would be perfect. Do you have any religious statues, small ones?
I'll go check in the back. You wait here. Sorry I had to keep you waiting. I think I got a nice statue of St. Francis.
St. Francis?
Yeah, the one with the birds. Come to think of it, it should be right over here. Yeah. Here it is.
Oh.
This the kind of thing you mean?
Oh, yes. Oh, it is the kind of thing.
It's a little beat up looking, but you could polish it up real nice. It wouldn't look bad at all.
Oh, yes, I wouldn't mind that.
It's a real fine piece of work, you know. Don't think it's just junk.
Oh, no.
It ain't cheap either.
Oh, how much?
Well, on account of it's my first sale today, I'll tell you what. It's yours for $20.
Well, it's a little more than I thought.
Take it or leave it.
Oh, it's all right. I'll take it. I think I have a $20 bill in my purse.
Here. I'll help you with
that.
What
are you doing?
Help you find that 20 in your purse.
You're spilling everything out.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm seeing what spills out, you know.
Give it back to me.
All I want to do is check, miss. In my business, we like to know who we're dealing with.
Jimmy.
You got here fast.
I didn't even have time to button my shirt. All right, what did you find?
Well, what is this?
Nothing in her purse. No gun, no identification. You sure she's a cop?
I don't know, but she's been acting like a cop, all right. That's why I told you to call me if she showed up. All right, what about it, honey? You want to tell Jimmy all about it?
Please, I just came in to buy something.
You were pumping Bess after the party. She told me about it last night when she came to the Silver Crown.
But I'm not with the police, I swear it.
Then why all the questions, huh? Why all the nosing around?
Oh, you're hurting me.
Take it easy. I don't want no trouble in here.
She's something. She's got to be. Bess told her I do business in your place, and now she shows up here the next morning. Don't that sound fishy to you?
Well, it's funny.
Come on, baby, Jim.
Jimmy, don't. I was just the statue. Oh, I just wanted the statue.
The what?
I guess she means this thing.
What's a statue got to do with... Wait a minute. Wait. You're right, Wormer. She's not a cop. Yeah, she's been acting like a cop, but that's not what she is.
Please. Oh, please let me go. I didn't mean any harm. Please let me go.
No,
please.
sugar, you're not a cop at all. What you are is a nun.
Are you nuts?
It was in her suitcase. I snatched it from her at Union Station. Only what's she doing here?
Listen, I'm not a nun anymore. I left the order over a month ago. I had to find the statue, don't you see? It was a gift to the convent, and it meant so much to the...
I told you it was bad luck robbing the nun.
Shut up.
I didn't come here to get you into trouble. I didn't want anything but the statue. I swear it. I swear it.
Oh, you went to a lot of trouble, too, didn't you? You took that job at Gramercy just to get next to me.
Yes, that's true.
Can you beat that? You ever hear anything like that, Wormer? Now, let me see that statue.
Yeah.
It's valuable, Jimmy, but only to the church, only for its meaning, that's all.
Valuable?
Spiritual, I mean. It's not gold or anything, Jimmy, I swear it, please. It's only bronze.
She's right, Jimmy. I know gold. When I see it, it's a piece of junk. Give her the thing. Let her go.
You jerk. You believe that junk about spiritual value? This thing is old. Yeah, I should have seen it before. It's maybe hundreds of years old.
So what?
It may be worth a fortune.
Huh? Hey, you know, you could be right. Some of this religious stuff runs into thousands.
Yeah, maybe we could make a deal with some art collector. Yeah, we could handle it through Mike the broker. He'll know what it's worth.
You want to bring Mike in on this?
Why not? It's his specialty.
But what about the girl?
That depends.
Please, Jimmy. You don't have to sell it. I'll pay whatever you ask.
Well, how much, honey? Think you could scrape up a couple of grand?
If you'll give me time.
Now, you see what I mean? It is worth plenty. Now, you take the sister in the back room, Wormer, and we'll call Mike. We'll tell him to come to us.
He won't do it.
He'll come when he hears what we have.
What happens if we make a deal? What about her?
If the deal is good enough, it'll be worth anything.
I don't know. It's been 2 hours. He ain't here yet.
He'll be here. Stop worrying.
How can I help it? Listen, Jimmy, that gag you got on the nun, you think it's okay?
She can breathe. Can you breathe, sugar? Just meditate, honey. You know how to do that, don't you? There he is. I told you he'd be here. Hey, Mike, we're in the back room.
Well. It's a pretty picture. Who's the girl?
She's a nun, Mike. No kidding.
A nun? In those clothes? With a gag over her mouth?
She started making too much noise. We had to keep her quiet. Listen, Mike, I got something that's going to knock your eyes out.
Listen, my name isn't Mike Bresson. It's Mr. Downey to you.
Yeah, sure, but look at this, Mr. Downey, the statue.
We figured it was valuable on account of the nun. Went to so much trouble to find it. She even left the convent.
Now, we want good terms, Mr. Downey. 50.
Now, wait a minute, not so fast. What happens to the girl after?
Now, we'll take care of her. You can trust us.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'll bet I can. All right, let's see the statue.
Right here. Look at it.
You had this on sale here?
I was going to sell it for $20. Can you imagine?
No, I can't imagine it. Since it's only worth $2.
What?
You heard me. Melt it down for scrap. Maybe it's worth $3, $3.50. The next time you guys handle junk, call a junk dealer, but don't call Mike.
It's got to be worth something.
Look, don't teach me my business, Junior.
But the nun, she went to so much trouble.
Yeah, the nun. Don't you know about nuns? They don't understand about money. They're not smart like you and me. They'll kill themselves over a piece of junk just because it was blessed. Oh, you'd be amazed at the dumb things they do, all that working and praying and don't get a nickel out of it.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm taking this gag out of her mouth here. There. You better not get her sore at you. She's liable to say a prayer and send you all to hell. Come on, miss. I'm taking you out of this place.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, but wait a minute. We got to get something out of this.
You said $20, didn't you? There. Consider yourself lucky. Let's go, sister.
Oh, Mr. Downey, I don't know what to say. I don't know how to thank you.
Just take the statue where it belongs, and say hello to God for me.
And so Pamela Wiley returned to the Holy Name Convent. And this time, she wasn't alone. St. Francis was with her. And you'll be pleased to know that she was in time to place the statue before the dimming eyes of Sister Lydia. Nice to have a happy ending for a change, isn't it? Despite the fact that the story you've just heard ended happily, we hope you won't continue to expect sweetness and light from the Radio Mystery Theater. Unfortunately, most of the people we deal with are not nearly as nice as Sister Pamela Wiley, or Big Mike Downey for that matter. But if you don't mind spending some time with thieves, murderers, monsters, and other assorted villains, listen for us next time. Our cast included Rosemary Rice, Bryna Rayburn, Ann Petoniak, Jack Grimes, Joe Silver, and Ken Harvey. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown.
This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
And now, Mystery Theater, brought to you in part by True Value Hardware, your store of first choice.
Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. You've come to the right place. Here we present a unique kind of drama. Drama that uses your ears to stimulate your fears. The story you're about to hear concerns another part of the human anatomy. It's a tale about a very frightening pair of hands. Not because they're ugly or mutilated, or because they do evil things. On the contrary, the hands of our heroine do nothing at all. And therein lies her terror. But there's one other subject our story deals with, and it's the most mysterious of all, the human mind.
I want to believe you, Doctor. Don't you know how much I want to believe you?
Ah, but you'd much rather believe that I was a quack, a faker, even a criminal, perhaps?
No, I want to be cured. Oh, I do. I want my hands back. Oh, dear God, I want my hands.
Our mystery drama, The Hands of Mrs. Mallory, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Henry Slessor and stars Celeste Holm. Think of the most beautiful day you can imagine. A day so perfect that the birds are singing its praises. And even the people who line the park benches, those roosting creatures who seem to exist in a vacuum without emotion, seem happy and contented today. But there's one exception. A lady of middle years who sits alone on a bench. Is it her glum expression that has driven away other people? Or perhaps it's the obvious elegance of her mink stole and the glistening perfection of the diamond on her finger.
Hey, lady, is this seat taken?
No.
Is it okay if I sit here and wait for my brother? He's playing in the ball game.
How nice.
He plays first base. Hey, you want to see my baseball?
Not especially.
It's got Reggie Jackson's autograph on it. Here, look at it.
No, please, I really don't know.
What's the matter with your hands?
Nothing. They're just a little stiff, that's all. Now, why don't you go watch your brother play?
Well, he says I jinx him. Gee, your hands look funny. I mean, can't you move them at all?
No. As a matter of fact, I can't.
Gee, that's funny. I never saw anything like that. How come you can't move your hands?
It's a kind of a sickness. You wouldn't understand.
Well, maybe if you explained it to me, I would.
Yes. If I could explain it to you, son, I would be very happy to do so. You don't know how happy.
Come in, Ida. Have a seat.
I always feel so guilty when I take your time. Each examination seems to produce exactly the same result.
Well, that's no reason not to keep examining you.
Then there isn't any change.
No, Ida. No change. Well, what have you been doing lately?
Well, I've been sitting in the park a lot.
I see.
It's a bit ridiculous, isn't it? I have this glamorous terrace. I could sit there like a queen and view the whole park and all the people in it. But I prefer to sit on a bench and watch the squirrels and listen to the children.
Well, I think that's a good thing, frankly. To be on the ground, in touch with things.
Herbert never believed in that. Herbert liked to get away from the smell of the crowd. Yes, that was the phrase he always used, the smell of the crowd. My husband knew a great number of unkind phrases.
Well, I never knew him, of course.
No. Neither did I suppose. Even when he was lying in his coffin, I felt as though I were saying goodbye to a stranger.
And after Mr. Mallory died, how soon after that did the paralysis set in?
Oh, it was about a month. Yes, a month after, I suppose.
That soon?
Yes.
And now it's been how long since you haven't been able to move your hands?
5 years. Can you believe it, Doctor? I can't. After the first 6 months of this terrible paralysis, I thought I couldn't go on living with these stone fingers of mine. I thought it would be preferable to be dead.
But you never lost hope of a cure.
No. I mean, that's what's kept me going. The hope of a cure. Oh, and something else. I suppose one must say a kind word for money. If there was one thing Herbert did in his life, he managed to leave a very rich widow behind him.
Ida, I hope you won't misunderstand what I'm going to say.
Doctor, you don't have to say it. I know what comes next. You're going to advise me to get out of myself, to stop thinking about my poor hands and think about other people. Charity work.
Well, Ida, that's one suggestion.
Oh, if you knew how many charity committees use my name, or how many thousands of dollars I give to every foundation with an impressive name.
Ida, I was going to talk about going back to that psychiatrist.
Oh, that.
I honestly think you gave up too soon. If you'd given the man a chance...
Dr. Merritt, my hands are paralyzed. I'm not imagining it. They're paralyzed, frozen, insensitive. You've made all the tests yourself. Do you think I've been faking?
No, of course not. The illness is genuine, but sometimes the origin of an illness of this nature can...
It's all in the mind. Yes, of course. All in the mind. So easy to say that, isn't it? So many doctors have told me the same thing. It's so much easier to blame my mind than their own failure.
Ida, please.
Doctor, excuse me. It's time for me to go. You've got lots of patients waiting for you. Some of them you might even help. Hey,
hi.
Oh, it's you again. Waiting for your brother?
Nah, he's not playing today.
Oh, that's too bad. It's a lovely day.
He broke his leg.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Hey, is that what happened to your hands? I mean, did they get broken?
Something like that.
Well, do you feel anything at all? I mean, like your fingers?
You're a very curious boy. Did anyone ever tell you that?
Can I just touch him, lady? Please?
No, please don't.
Hey, you kid. Now cut that out.
Well,
Stop bothering this lady, you hear me?
I wasn't bothering her.
All right, now go on, get out of here, leave her alone.
Okay. I just wanted to touch her hands.
I'm sorry, ma'am. I just couldn't help overhearing.
Thank you. He was getting a little too bothersome, although I'm sure he didn't mean any harm.
Well, I could see that you were getting annoyed.
Ted?
Oh, yes, I'm over here, Melinda.
Lend me a hand, huh? I can't manage 2 hot dogs and a bag of peanuts and 2 crutches at the same time.
Oh, sure. I'm sorry. Excuse me, ma'am.
Oh, this one's yours, with the mustard.
Thanks.
Do you think I could sit down?
Of course.
Ted, would you grab that crutch?
Yeah, I got it. Listen, I told you that I'd get the hot dogs. I mean, you didn't have to be quite so independent.
That's funny. You're always complaining that I'm not independent enough. Oh, am I crowding you, ma'am?
Oh, no. Plenty of room.
Ted, who was that boy I saw running off?
Oh, I drove him off. He was bothering this woman.
Oh, dear. Oh, are you all right?
Oh, yes, I'm fine. As a matter of fact, he was telling me about his brother's accident. He hurt his foot. I guess this must be the season for accidents.
You mean these crutches? I'm afraid that was another season.
Hey, gee, it's warm, isn't it? Huh? For this time of year?
Of course, you're warm. Saving fair damsels and all that stuff. I didn't know you were a regular St. George, Ted.
Yeah, sure I am, with kid dragons. Would you like some peanuts, ma'am? We've been trying to give them away to the squirrels all day, but we haven't seen any.
No, thank you. I don't like peanuts very much. I can't imagine what squirrels see in them.
Don't worry. My brother will happily eat them all by himself.
Your brother?
I'm Melinda West. This is my brother, Ted.
And my name is Mrs. Mallory.
How do you do?
Haven't I seen you two here before?
Oh, you probably have. We live close to the park. Are you from around here, Mrs. Mallory?
Oh, yes. I live in that building right there.
Oh.
What a view you must have. Can you see the park from your window?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, if I had a window like that, I'd never come down to the park. Well, of course, these crutches sort of discourage you walking around very much.
Do you both live in the city?
No, we're from Ohio. We've only been here about 2 months, but I guess we'll be going back soon.
Don't say that. Don't even think that, Ted, please.
I'm sorry, Melinda. I didn't mean to...
I gather that you don't want to leave.
Well, not if it means that... Well, the truth is we came here to see a doctor, a surgeon who specializes in cases like mine. You see, I was in an automobile accident 2 years ago. I haven't walked since.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I know exactly how you must feel.
Well, people always think they do, but they really can't.
Melinda.
What?
I think your brother is trying to signal you, Melinda, about me.
What do you mean?
He means these. My hands.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't even realize.
No, some people don't realize that I can't move them. See, as long as I sit here very quietly, my whole body is as immobilized as my hands.
Yes. Now I know what you mean. I know how tempting it is to just want to sit, be a statue, so that for a little while you can forget that part of you is dead.
Oh, come on, Melinda, please. Let's cut this out, huh?
Please. Tell me more about this surgeon.
I can tell you what he said in one word. One 2-letter word.
Oh, dear. He won't operate, then?
He said it wouldn't do any good.
He turned us down flat. That's why I want Melinda to let me take her back home.
Oh, well, do you have parents there?
No, we have no one. But I don't want to go back. I don't. I want to see...
What were you going to say?
Never mind, Mrs. Mallory. Now, come on, Melinda. You finished your hot dog. Let's go home.
Ted, let me tell her. Let me ask her.
For Pete's sake, what kind of nonsense is this? What do you want to bother the woman for?
Because there's no one else I can talk to about Dr. Griff. I can't talk to you about him. You just get red in the face and stomp away from me.
There's nothing to talk about, and I'm sure Mrs. Mallory isn't interested in fairy stories.
I really don't know what either one of you is talking about. Who is Dr. Griff?
Oh, he's a quack, a phony.
Ted.
Well, that's all he is. A 2-bit faith healer who robs every cripple he can get his hands on.
You don't know anything about him. You only met him once.
Yeah, well, that was enough. I could tell in 1 second that the man is a fake. He can't cure a broken spine.
But why not let him try? Somebody has to try. I don't want to be the way I am. Oh, Mrs. Mallory, I don't want to be this way. Help me. Help me, please.
Well, Mrs. Mallory's physician would be very pleased right now. At last, his patient seems to be taking his advice to interest herself in the outside world, in problems other than her own. But how involved will those problems become? We'll wait to find out until I return shortly with Act 2. The good weather is holding in the city, and Mrs. Ida Mallory has returned day after day to her bench in the park. A bench which seems to have become her property by right of eminent domain. But even Mrs. Mallory would have to admit that her interest in these daily visits is no longer restricted to sunshine and green grass. Each day she hopes for another glimpse of the young couple, the scowling brother and his pretty, pathetic sister. And then, on the fourth day, there they were.
Excuse me. I don't know if you'll remember me.
Why, of course. You're Mrs. Mallory, the lady with the view.
Yes, that's right. How are you both?
Oh, we're okay.
Well, I really didn't mean to interrupt your conversation.
Oh, don't be concerned about the way Ted looks. His face always is like a thundercloud, especially when we discuss the forbidden topic.
I suppose you mean that doctor.
Yeah, she talked me into seeing him again. You know something? Every feeling I had about him the first time was confirmed.
That's really impossible, Mrs. Mallory.
Tell me something. Is he a real doctor?
Well, I'm not sure he's a medical doctor, Mrs. Mallory, but I'm sure he's entitled to the degree. Maybe a doctor of psychology, something like that.
I'll tell you what he's entitled to. A good, swift kick in
But
the...
I'll tell you one thing about Dr. Griff. He's the only one who said he could help me.
He didn't promise. He just said he was hopeful.
Well, that's something anyway.
Yeah, I'll tell you what he's hopeful about, getting your $500.
He says he's very hopeful I can be cured. And that's worth a great deal more than $500.
All right, go on. Tell her the rest. Tell her the real clincher. Or you're afraid to.
What do you mean?
Mrs. Mallory, you're an intelligent woman. So listen to how Dr. Griff plans to cure my sister.
I know it sounds sort of melodramatic.
Oh, it's idiotic. That's what it is.
Please, I'd still like to know.
Well, he says he uses something called the water of faith.
See what I mean?
The water of faith? Yeah. Sounds sort of, religious. Like, the holy water at Lourdes.
It's related to that, yes.
Oh, now do you see why I say the guy is an out-and-out fraud? The water of faith. Where are we? Back in the Middle Ages?
Well, I must admit it does sound sort of odd.
Just the same. He said that it works. That it's worked for dozens of people. He wants $500 for the treatment.
With no guarantees, you understand. Oh, Mrs. Mallory, will you help me, please? Will you talk some sense to this woman?
Oh, my dear. I mean, I have to admit it really doesn't sound reasonable.
You mean the $500? Oh, but it's a very special treatment, Dr. Griff said.
Well, I meant it's not reasonable to assume that such things can do any good.
I see. So I'll never know, is that it? I'll just turn around and take a plane back to Ohio and live out the rest of my life as a cripple. When for $500, at least I might have had a chance to live.
Yes, I see what you mean. Ted. Oh, I hope you don't mind my calling you Ted.
Oh, no, of course not.
Your sister, well, she may have a point there. I mean, even if it is a waste of money, perhaps she'll never be happy unless you let this man try. If not, she'll always wonder about it. Always.
Yes. Yes, I know that. That's what his whole bag is, making you wonder if it just might work.
And, well, about the money, I don't know how to say this, but you see, $500 may seem like a lot to you, but it isn't to me. So if I can help you...
Oh, no, please, absolutely not.
It's not really a problem, Mrs. Mallory. We've got the money.
Besides, it's not the money so much as, well, seeing Melinda disappointed again.
I've had so many disappointments, you see.
Yes. Yes, I know all about such things.
Oh, dear. Yes, of course you do. Oh, you see what a selfish person I've become. I keep forgetting that you have your own affliction. I'm not sure that it isn't even worse than mine. To lose the use of your hands.
Well, Never mind about me. What are you two going to do?
Well, I don't. It looks like I'm outnumbered on this thing.
Ted, does that mean you'll let me do it? You'll let me?
Well, if you go back without trying this dumb water of faith, you'll always regret it. So, okay, let's get it over with.
Oh, Mrs. Mallory. Oh, thank you, thank you. You're the one who did it.
Oh, my dear. I just hope your miracle happens. All my life I wanted to believe that miracles happen. Melinda? Melinda? Wait a minute.
Oh, Mrs. Mallory.
Well, you move faster on those crutches than I do on my 2 feet. You're not here alone, are you?
No, Ted's with me. I just wanted to take a little stroll by myself. No, that isn't true. We just had another fight, and I had to get away from him.
Oh, dear. Now, that doesn't sound too good.
Well, you know how Ted is.
Well, see, I haven't seen you for 2 days. How are you?
The truth is, I don't really know. But I started treatments, Mrs. Mallory.
With Dr. Griff?
Yes. I started about 5 days ago. And it's nothing at all like what I expected.
Well, tell me about it.
Well, you remember how silly it all sounded, this water of faith business.
Well, it sounded a little theatrical.
But it isn't. It's scientific, Mrs. Mallory. That's the most wonderful part of it. Dr. Griff only used that phrase as a convenient description of the drug.
What drug is that?
Well, maybe I shouldn't tell you this.
Why not?
Oh, I don't know. I have the feeling that there might be something slightly illegal about it. The drug he uses. A psychedelic suggestion.
Psychedelic suggestion? Now, what on earth is that?
It's the technique Dr. Griff uses. He uses it to liberate the mind from its control over the body whenever that control is negative.
I'm sorry. You know, I really don't understand that kind of talk.
Well, I'm not saying I understand it myself completely.
But it does sound to me as if he believes that your illness is psychosomatic.
I don't know, Mrs. Mallory. All I know is that I have to go through with it. Kill or cure.
It isn't a dangerous treatment, is it?
No, I'm sure it isn't. It's more like a sort of a hypnosis. I go to his office, he administers the drug, and then he talks to me. And that's all there is to it.
And? Has it helped?
I think I'd better go back to Ted. He's probably getting worried about me.
Melinda, please tell me if... Melinda, look out! That bicycle!
Melinda. I'm sorry, miss. I'm sorry.
Melinda, are you all right?
Oh, you let me help you up, miss.
Oh, you idiot. I mean, can't you see that girl is crippled? Quick, give me that crutch.
Oh, yes, sure.
Wait. I think I can manage to pick myself up this way.
Now, just take it easy.
Mrs. Mallory.
What is it? Are you hurt?
No. It's my leg. Did you see that? My leg bends slightly at the knee.
No, I didn't see it.
Look, miss, if you're sure you're okay.
Oh, get out of here. Go away and be more careful next time.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, Mrs. Mallory. I'm sure it happened. I saw it happen. My leg moved. For the first time in 2 years, it moved.
No, Ida, I'm sorry. I can't find any reference to this Dr. Griff in any medical directory.
But that doesn't prove he's a fraud, though, does it?
Oh, no, of course not. And as you say, the man may not be a medical doctor. I certainly hope he isn't.
Well, why do you say that?
Pride of profession, my dear. We don't like to have faith healers bearing the same credentials.
And that's what you think he is, a faith healer?
Well, of course. Oh, I'm not knocking the power of faith, far from it. Very often it's simply another way of getting at psychosomatic difficulties.
Oh, I hate that word.
I know you do.
Oh, I've been through all that psychosomatic nonsense. All those doctors who tried to tell me that my paralyzed hands weren't, well, what they are. That there's something in me, some emotional problem.
You didn't give them much chance to prove or disprove it, Ida.
I did. I submitted to their therapy, even if I didn't believe in it, and it didn't do the slightest bit of good.
Well, maybe if you had believed them, it would have.
Flesh is flesh, Doctor. Bone is bone. That kind of therapy can't make my hands move any more than it can make that poor girl walk. And I have a good mind to tell him so.
Please come in, Mrs. Mallory.
Thank you.
Won't you have a chair?
All right.
Well, do you mind if I ask who referred you to me?
Well, actually, it was one of your patients, Melinda West.
Yes, of course. A very charming young woman. Have you known her long?
Just a few weeks. See, I haven't seen her for the last 10 days or so. How is she coming along?
Well, actually, you'll get a chance to see her soon. She has a 3 o'clock appointment with me, which is only a few minutes from now. So, if you wouldn't mind telling me what's on your mind, Mrs. Mallory.
Well, I just thought it would be worthwhile talking to you, Doctor.
About yourself?
Well, as you can see, I am afflicted.
Do you mind if I look at your hands?
Yes, frankly, I'd rather you wouldn't. Not just now. I'd rather hear something about yourself, about this treatment of yours. Melinda said something about a technique you used called psychedelic suggestion. Now, just what is that?
It's a medical principle. As old as mesmerism, as new as chemotherapy. The power of mind over body.
Psychosomatics.
Well, who knows what afflictions is psychosomatic? Some illnesses start with the emotions, some with the body. And more often, it's a combination of both.
Really?
Germs aren't imaginary. Viruses are very real little creatures. Yet the mind has strange powers over them to make them hurt us or to render them harmless.
All right, then. What about a broken leg? Can the mind cause that?
Of course. If you used your head, you wouldn't break your leg in the first place.
Oh.
You're thinking of Miss West, of the fact that she suffered a spine injury.
That's right. I hardly see how you can correct something like that.
You've seen her x-rays, then?
No.
You believe the damage is neurological?
Well, I know nothing about it.
That's strange, Mrs. Mallory. You certainly seem to have an opinion. Be careful, though. You don't have a medical degree. Someone might call you a quack.
Listen, Doctor, I came here...
Oh, excuse me, Mrs. Mallory. Melinda. I'll be with you in just a minute. No, come to think of it. Why don't you come in now? There's a friend of yours here.
A friend?
It's I, Melinda, Mrs. Mallory.
Oh, Mrs. Mallory, how nice to see you.
Come in, Melinda, please.
Melinda, your crutches. Where are your crutches?
Look at me, Mrs. Mallory. I can walk without crutches now. I'm not very steady, but I can walk.
Well, there goes at least one of Mrs. Ida Mallory's cherished notions that the mind can't cure the body. But she sees the evidence of her own eyes, and something tells me that this is one prejudice she's willing to give up. After all, she wants to believe in miracles, and don't we all? We'll see what other miracles occur when we return shortly with Act 3. Mrs. Ida Mallory has spent a sleepless night, dreaming of things she never thought possible. But when the sun streamed in her windows, her first thought was to get out into the park, and with only one hope, of seeing Melinda West again and seeing her miracle confirmed.
It's true. It's really true, Mrs. Mallory. Even Ted has to admit it.
Well, I guess there's something to it, all right. I haven't seen my sister off those crutches in 2 years.
But how did it all happen?
I don't really know. As I told you, he used this drug. He made me go to sleep, and then he simply talked to me. At first there was nothing, and then I started feeling life in my legs again. Well, you saw me that day in the park when I fell down.
Oh, Melinda. I just can't tell you how happy I am for you. Well, and what are your plans now?
Oh, go home, I guess. I've got to get back to my job if it's still there.
The treatment cost much more than we thought it would.
Yes, the 500 went in no time at all. Then he asked for another 1,000. He said it couldn't be helped.
The drug he uses is so horribly expensive.
Now listen, I told you once that if there were any way I could help you out financially.
No, that's out, Mrs. Mallory. We'll manage okay.
Of course we will. Well. And I can go back to work now. I can do anything I want now.
Oh, yes. Yes, that must be a wonderful feeling. To be able to do anything you want.
Mrs. Mallory, please come in.
Thank you, Doctor. You know, it was really very good of you to see me on such short notice.
That's quite all right. Please sit down.
Thank you. Well, I don't quite know where to begin.
Well, suppose I begin for you. You've been thinking about Melinda West.
Yes, I saw her only this morning. She really is cured, isn't she?
Yes, Mrs. Mallory. In my opinion, the young woman was cured. But you realize that all I really cured by psychedelic suggestion was the illness that existed in her mind, not her body.
But I still don't fully comprehend it.
I'm sure there was no real neurological damage to the girl.
Oh.
I think her bones and muscles and nerves were all in the proper place and functioning normally. Only her mind wasn't.
But she seemed so sensible.
Mrs. Mallory, do you know the story of that accident?
I beg your pardon?
Did Melinda ever tell you exactly what occurred that caused her injuries?
No, as a matter of fact, she didn't. She simply said it was an automobile accident.
That's correct. And she was the driver.
Oh.
There were 2 other passengers, her mother and her father. Both of them were killed.
Oh, dear Lord.
She did sustain some injuries in the crash. But it was apparent to me that they were not sufficiently grave to cause her the total paralysis she suffered.
You mean she felt that guilty about what had happened?
Guilty enough to seek punishment for herself. And she did. She punished herself by losing the use of her legs.
And so your treatment was able to cure her?
Yes, I'm happy to say.
But of course it couldn't cure someone like me.
What was that?
I said it couldn't cure me. See, I didn't lose the use of my hands for any kind of reason like that. I mean, it's just some sort of nerve damage. Doctors could never explain it.
Well, if that's the diagnosis of your physician, that it's purely physical and incurable.
Oh, but I didn't say that. See, I mean, my doctor has never used the word incurable. I have been hoping for years that it would just heal itself. I can't go on living like this, so helpless and so useless.
Mrs. Mallory, have you come here to talk about Melinda West or yourself?
Myself. I want my hands back. Oh, dear God, I want my hands.
Yes, I was afraid that's what you had in mind.
Afraid? Why?
Because if you had any idea of becoming my patient, I regret regret to say that it's not possible.
Why not? I mean, you accepted her as a patient, and you cured her. I mean, you really did.
Unfortunately, Miss West is the last patient I can accept, at least in this part of the world.
Doctor, I don't understand. Do you have to go somewhere?
That's correct.
Well, where are you going?
Abroad. And my plans will keep me abroad for at least a year.
Oh, no. I mean, listen, if you're going to Europe, I was thinking of taking a trip there myself.
No, Mrs. Mallory, my destination isn't Europe. I'm going to North Africa. A case of some importance.
Well, since when is one patient more important than another?
Oh, no, I didn't mean it that way.
Well,
it's simply that this is a prior commitment.
But maybe I could go with you. I mean, I could take up residence there.
I'm afraid that's impossible, too.
Why?
Well, the country I'm going to is a Muslim country. My patient is the son of, well, a notable Arab leader.
Well, why would that make any difference? What does it matter?
I'll be living within the bachelor section of the official residence. It's an area restricted by Muslim law. You wouldn't be allowed near the place, my dear lady, even if I were free to treat you. And I'm not.
But I have money. I'll pay you. I'll pay you anything you want to stay and treat me. I mean, I'll meet this Arab leader's offer.
Mrs. Mallory, the fee I'm about to receive, I wouldn't ask of any individual. I've been asked to remain with him for a period not to exceed 1 year.
A year?
For that year, in a Swiss bank, there will be deposited for me $150,000 in Swiss francs.
150,000?
I'm very sorry that you made me reveal that confidence. No, I trust that it goes no farther.
I'll pay you the same.
What?
You heard me. I'll pay you the same. I mean, not in a year's time, but as soon as you've cured me.
I'm sorry. Your offer is very generous, but it's also conditional.
What do you mean, conditional?
You will pay only for a cure. That's something I'd never guaranteed a patient. Not Miss West, not my Arab friend, no one at all.
All right, then. Suppose it isn't conditional. Suppose I agree to pay you in advance.
Well, that, of course, would be something worth consideration.
Well, hello, Dr. Merritt. This is certainly a surprise. I think it must be the first time that a doctor ever made a voluntary house call.
Well, I didn't come here to see you as a patient, Ida. Only as a friend.
Well, that's very kind of you.
Ever since I saw you last, I've been thinking over what you told me about this Dr. Griff.
Oh, yes. Well, what about him?
I thought it would be worthwhile just to ask around about the gentleman. And last week I was attending a joint conference of my medical association and psychological group.
Mm-hmm.
Well, anyway, I did learn something that I thought you might be interested in. There is no Dr. Griff.
What was that?
Oh, maybe he has a Ph.D. and tacked that in front of his name, but I'm quite sure that the man is not a medical doctor.
All right. Be that as it may, he's still not necessarily a fraud.
Well, I didn't say he was anything. But I suspect that your original judgment was correct.
But...
that he's not someone to be trusted.
But you don't know the whole story.
Well, what I do know is you're more impressed with a man than you were willing to admit. Isn't that right?
Dr. Merritt, he cured that girl.
What?
You know that girl I told you about, the crippled girl? She's walking again. I saw her walk.
Well, I suppose that could be true. Faith healing does have its successes.
Well, I'm sorry, Doctor, but I'd rather not discuss this any further.
Oh, wait a minute. I don't like the way you sound. Ida, have you made any sort of arrangement with this charlatan?
Dr. Merritt, I appreciate your interest, but I refuse to say another word about this matter. I mean, do you understand? Not another word.
That's right, Mrs. Mallory. Just relax. Close your eyes and let the water of faith flow through your bloodstream. You can feel it tingling through your body, bringing you peace and tranquility, total peace and happiness. Do you feel it?
Yes. Yes, I feel it.
And now, I'm reaching out for your hand. Do you see me reaching out for you?
Yes. Yes, I see you.
And now... Oh, of all times. Who's that now? Yes, what do you want?
You Dr. Helmut Griff?
Yes, who are you?
The name's Barry, Doctor. Lieutenant Barry, Racket and Bunko Squad, Police Department. May I come in?
No, you can't. I happen to have a patient with me right now.
Would her name be Ida Mallory?
And who are you?
I'm her physician. You might say her accredited physician.
I demand to know what this intrusion is all
It's
about.
not an intrusion, Dr. Griff. It's an arrest.
What?
Doctor? Dr. Griff?
So, may we come in now?
Ida. Ida, are you all right?
Yes? Oh, what is it? I mean,
It's all
what's
right,
happening?
Ida. Everything's going to be fine. They've got them all now. All of them.
Well, what are you talking about?
Is this a lady, Doc?
Yes, this is Mrs. Mallory. I don't think she's in any condition to talk. He's obviously given her some kind of drug.
It's a legitimate drug, a perfectly legitimate sedative.
Yes, of course, Doctor. I'm sure it's nothing very unusual, Seconal or something of that nature. No mysterious water of faith.
Please, won't someone tell me what's going on?
Now, I'll tell you, Ida. But it may hurt just a little. You see, I told the police your story, and they investigated. He is a fraud, Ida.
How dare you say
Be
that?
quiet, mister. You're no more a doctor than I'm police commissioner.
His real name is Michael Lanning.
Alias Dr. George Watkins, alias Dr. John Wilson, and that's his modus operandi, Mrs. Mallory, posing as a fake doctor, offering miracle cures, usually for sick widows with lots of money.
Oh, but he cured her. I mean, he cured Melinda.
This is the part that may hurt most, Ida. He did not cure Melinda West. Because Melinda West was never crippled to begin with.
I know, it was just psychosomatic.
No, Ida. Just crooked.
What?
She was in on the racket with him, Mrs. Mallory. Her real name is Anna Fraser.
Oh.
Her so-called brother is Tony Fraser. And I'm sorry, they're not brother and sister at all. They're man and wife.
No, and I believed them.
Well, we haven't caught up with those two yet, Mrs. Mallory, but we will. Oh, I brought some pictures for you to identify.
No, I don't want to look at them. I can't bear to look at them.
Please, Ida, you must.
But I don't want to prosecute them. I don't.
Why
really.
not? They're crooks, plain and simple. Crooks, all three of them.
I don't care.
You have to help us now, Ida. You have to identify these parasites. Now, please, look at the photographs.
You know something, Doctor? Sometimes people set out to do good and end up doing harm. And sometimes it works the other way around.
What do you mean?
Hey, now, stop that. Now, don't rip up those photos, Mrs. Mallory, please.
Ida, what are you... For the love of heaven, you're tearing up the pictures. You're tearing them up.
With my hands, Doctor. With my own hands.
Well, they say that it's an ill wind that doesn't blow someone some good. And in this case, it looks like three evil people have managed to be very good to Mrs. Ida Mallory, in spite of themselves. If there's a moral to this tale, I'd frankly hate to be the one to say it. I'll be back shortly. No, we're not recommending that the best way to cure your ills is to fall into the hands of confidence men. Mrs. Mallory was one of the lucky exceptions. But if you heed our advice, the next doctor you meet who just happens to be leaving for North Africa to treat an Arab chieftain in a remote palace, well, be a little bit suspicious, okay? Our cast included Celeste Holm, Patricia Elliott, William Redfield, Evie Juster, Arnold Moss, and Leon Janney. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown.
This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.